Ooh, we're live. We're live. It's happening. Okay. Well, in that case, it's time to share things. It's time to grab that link. I love to grab that link. Take that link. Let's go to all the zones. Let's go to all my web zones one at a time. So graceful. So graceful to go to each of my web zones one at a time and give them all a little poke. Give everybody a good shake and say hello. I'm right here with likely copyrighted music in the background. Hello, if anybody is watching currently, do say something in the chat. I've just started this live stream where I'm going to complete this dress. It's Miss Frizzle dress. And as I have just started this live stream, that means I have to share it with the world. So please bear with me while I do that. Isn't this a graceful way to begin every single live stream that I do? You know it. So now I'm just on my Twitter and I'm just going to share this around. So get yourself a cuppa and we'll really have a good time. We are live. Get yourself a cuppa and settle down while I do some ironing. That sounds appealing, right? That sounds good. Does that sound good? Do you think it sounds good? Mayhem, hello. I'm a new viewer. You make dresses. I do not make dresses. So my mother is an amazing seamstress. She's not an actual seamstress. She's just good at everything. And I asked her a few years ago if she could make me the base, this dress, so that I could cosplay essentially as Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. And she very kindly did that for me. And she gave this dress to me as a Christmas present, I think, a few years ago. And I am taking the time now to put on different patches and things, different kind of spacey patches to complete it. So I plan on completing this dress, patches and all, today in this very live stream. So hopefully it'll all go well. That's so cool. You would make a good Miss Frizzle. Thank you, Mayhem. I think that's basically the only thing I can convincingly cosplay as. If I don't have a bun today. It's in a little clip because I've just put it up. But I think I've got it going. I've even got the nose. So I think it's what I'm meant to do. So I've shared that to Twitter. And now it's time to share it to Facebook because I like it when my friends and family join in. It's very fun when that happens. So let's see if I can get that going. Let me know if you can hear the music. I like hearing the music because it keeps me company. I like to hear something going on in the background other than just my prattling and abject silence. Abject silence? Whatever. So yeah, I'm about to share this to my Facebook. So please bear with me. Goodness, my laptop is being very slow. It probably can't believe I'm live streaming again for the second time in a week. And it doesn't want to have to deal with it. So I'm just going to share this to my socials. My socials? Jesus, what's the matter with me? Oh, I'm dirty. My socials. God. I'm like some kind of... I sound bad. I don't sound good. Let's paste that link in, shall we? I'm live streaming again. Finishing off my Miss Frizzle dress with cosmic patches. The dress was made by my beautiful mother. Okay. Baboom. I think that's good. I think that's a good thing to put on Facebook. It's family friendly. And now I've got to do an Instagram post. There has to be some method of doing live streams that I'm not au fait with, where everything is just set up ahead of time and I don't make a tit of myself on a live platform. But I haven't gotten there yet. So we have to make a little video. I have to stand behind my ironing board so you can all see that I do in fact have an ironing board. Yeah, okay, that doesn't make yeah. Okay, here we go. Get the lighting right so I look good this time. I look good this time. Hello everybody, I am doing my live stream right now. I am finishing this dang dress, this beautiful dress right now on my YouTube channel with good lighting. And you can join me at the link in my profile. Goodness, I have to put the link in my profile. I better do that right now. I'll see you there. Okay, right. I have to put the link in my profile. Hello, Sneak. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Please bear with me while I share this stuff to my social media so that people can join in. Grab yourself a cup of tea. I'm just a bit frazzled. I'm not a frizzle yet. I'm just a frazzle, but I will be a frizzle by the end of this stream. I'm going to complete this dress. I just need to put the live stream link into my Instagram profile page, and then I can share the link in my story thing. Oh gosh, so complicated. How uber of a Instagram user do you have to be just be able to put a link in your story? Imagine that kind of freedom. Imagine that kind of sovereignty. That's probably not the right word. Link to ironing live stream where I finish the dress. Okay. Will that fit? Will that fit? It's not too many words. Not too many words for you, Instagram. Okay, good. Perfect. Right. And now, just to put this up on my story. There are so many steps. There are so many steps to all of this, and I must do each of them neatly and perfectly. Here we go. Turn my phone down so it doesn't scream at me the second I select my own video, because that's just embarrassing. Please. Oh, please. You can do it. Thank you, Mayhem. I should be better at this by this point. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, I should probably put some text over it for people who can't hear. I'm live streaming now. Link in my profile. Yeah. This is thrilling, isn't it? This is just so good. I gotta do it for the other goddamn bit. I'm live streaming now. Link in. This is so thrilling, huh? Link, I'm my profile. No, that's not what I want. Sheesh. Done. Next. Just go. I don't have time to be perfect. Right. That's just gonna do its thing. Okay. Done all that. I hope you're all well. Gary Pinky, this is pretty cool. I got recommended your channel from a friend, and I got to say, coming in on a Miss Frizzle cosplay, I think I'll like it here. Hello, Gary. Thank you for joining us. I'm an animator. There's a lot of disparate, strange things on this channel, but yes, I like live streaming now and then. And I am doing a Miss Frizzle dress. My mother made the dress itself for me a few years ago at my request. She gave it to me for Christmas. And I'm going to spend this live stream putting on all of these patches. There are some patches there that you can see. I did a live stream earlier where I did that. And now I'm just getting together everything so I can finish it off. RF Switch says, it's weird that you're kind of dressed like River Song from Doctor Who while you make a Miss Frizzle dress. Well, maybe it's all connected. No, I just never wear cool shit. I need to wear more of my cool clothes because I've got plenty of them. Hello, Like and Link. I hope you're well. I know I am. I'm very excited to get going. So let's get going. Let's get crack-a-lacking on this. First thing is I have to angle the camera down so you can see what I'm doing. And the second thing I need to do is to plug in the iron. You'll be relieved to know that I didn't just leave it plugged in and blazing hot this whole time. That would be pretty bad. I'm going to turn up the music just a notch because I like the music. Yeah. Ooh, that's good. Okay. Right. Gotta think carefully. Gotta think very carefully about what I'm going to do here, because what I'm going to do here is, it's a delicate operation, you know, it's very delicate, and I want to make this dress as perfect as possible. So let's just think carefully about these things. That's the back of the dress. This is the front of the dress. Some of the patches need reapplying because they peeled off. Boo-hoo. Oh, but I should say, if you were here last stream, you wouldn't have seen me put this on. This wasn't an iron-on patch. This is something that I had to stitch on. I went out and I got black thread specially and stitched it on very carefully. First, I hung it up on my spice rack, and then I put pins in it so it would be held in place. And then after that, I started stitching it. And whenever I approached a pin, I could take the pin out, and it would be staying in its place. So that's how you sew on a big patch. Because if you don't pin it on, the material underneath might wriggle around, and it might get all crooked and wobbly underneath. So yeah, you need to keep it. You need it to have a strong foundation. I'm just going to see what you're saying. I want to see what you're saying. I live for your animations. Well, thank you, RF. Thank you, Switch. Okay, so read. Let's get on with this. So we've got plenty of cool little kind of planetary and UFO patches and stuff. Oh dear, I damaged some stars there. What I was about to say is that I also have these little stars. So we cut these out one at a time, put them on, iron, and that will kind of fill out the dead space, as it were. Who remembers that game? It was very scary, but it is Halloween, so let's get into it, shall we? So yeah, let's warm up by doing some little stars first. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if there's something amiss with the audio, or if the music's too loud or something. If it's too intrusive, then just tell me. I'm going to just get right to it. Is this on? This is on. It's on! Oh, it's all on. Okay. So I'm going to put a nice... You know what? I've got a blue star there. I'm going to put... there's a blue star there as well. I'm going to... Just forget blue stars for a second. I'm going to put a purple star on. I think I've been negating the purple star. Negating? Is that the right word? I think I've been neglecting the purple stars. There we go. So we put this paper over the top. It's kind of like baking paper or something. It just came with them. And then that protects them while I count to 15. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. Right. And that's nice. Well, we just let it cool for a second. Let's put on another one. Let's not even wait around for it to cool down while I just waste time. Let's just crack on with another star. Put it on this curvy bit right here. Paper. For safety, a press. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is thrilling. I know. This is exactly what you came here for. 14, 15. Okay. Lovely. I'm exhausted. I'm going to see some of your comments now. Let's see what you've got to say about this. Lycan says, don't know if this is what to say. This is improper. When I watched the Mystic Crystal video, I got strong ice copy vibes. I was pretty surprised to see you were involved. No, that was a big group project. That was Knights of the Light Table. I'm not in Knights of the Light Table. They're all amazing. I'm friends with some of them on Twitter, and they're very good people. Don't worry. We all influence each other. That's just fun. I wouldn't flatter myself as to say, well, they're clearly influenced by me. I just think we all like the same kind of fantastical animation stuff. So that's probably why you were reminded of me. But thank you for thinking of me, regardless. Mayhem says, yes, I love your old Undertale animation. I saw it a while ago and started right away. Oh, that's sweet. God, that was how many years ago was that? It was 5 years ago, I think. It was 5 years ago that I released that thing, yeah. Gary says that I sound good and the music is good. In his opinion, good. I'm listening to a Mr. Scruff mix. It's not his music. He's just a DJ and I love him. Let's see. The audio is fine. Okay, let us continue. Let's continue, shall we? Let's continue. We could peel these. Well, this is just embarrassing, isn't it? Did you work? You worked. Good. What's up with you? Jesus. Humiliating me on a live platform. Let's try that again. Shall we? Let's try that again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. There we go. There we go. I'm sure that will behave now, won't it? Let's put on one more little star and then we'll move on to something a bit juicier, shall we? We'll move on to some actual big old patches. We don't have that many left. We've got this big one. I think this is meant to go on like an elbow or something. Like, I don't know. Maybe that would be a bit too adventurous, a bit too scary. I'm not ready to think about that. It's just so enormous. Purple star. Purple stars, seeing as they're being so cheeky. So cheeky. Let's put one a little lower down. Over here. Over here. This is going to look fabulous. I don't have like a Halloween party to go to or a cosplay event or anything. But sometimes you have to prepare an outfit as a kind of investment for the future. You know, you never know when you're going to need to do a bit of impromptu cosplay. I suppose you do know when you might have to go to a Halloween party, and that would be on Halloween. But you never know when you might have to do a bit of cosplay, when you might have to freak people out a bit. That will cool down. Right. Let's pick a patch, shall we? Let's pick a proper patch. Let's start. Let's fucking go off hot. Let's do this. This is like a meteorite or a comet or something. Check this out. Check out this action. Pow. Just a flaming rock hurling itself through space. Crazy. Okay. Let's begin. Let's get good. Let's get off right. Oh, I can peel this off. Can I peel this off? You're going to behave? You're going to be good? Good. Very embarrassing before. Just get off. Now, where should I put this? Should I put this on the front or the back? Let's turn this over. Let's turn this over. Quite a few. You know what? We've already got this shooting star on the front, but on the other hand, we've also got this one. I should put this on the back because too many. That's just too much, isn't it? So let's leave that alone. Let's put this on the front. Let's put this on the front. Let's put it here. I think here is good because we want to have like balance, don't we? I'm thinking very carefully about this. We've already got quite a few patches on this side, but oh god, this is so hard. This is so hard, guys. This is really, really difficult. I want to get this absolutely perfect, you know? Maybe I could put it in the middle. That might draw way too much attention. Putting something in the middle, that's like putting a target on me. I want to be careful. I think I'll just put it there. Clearly drawn to it being right there. So let's put the paper over it again so I don't burn the patch. And then we can kind of rub over it. We're not supposed to rub over the stickers, but the big patches themselves, they should be able to take it. They should be able to handle it. Oh, what do you say? It's very difficult for me to see comments from over here because my laptop is very small and far away. Praying the patches don't fall off again. Tell me about it, Mayhem. That would be really bad. I was planning on being Little Red Riding Hood or a clown for Halloween. They didn't have the costume I wanted, so I'm a cat instead. I've been a cat many a time in my youth. A cat is a good classic and classy costume to go for. I think it's a little too hot. There we go. Just a little bit more. Make sure it gets right in there. Right. Looks pretty good. Looks so striking. The red against this kind of deep blue. I do like it. Why don't I show you? What we've got? This dress is going to look amazing. I'm going to lose my mind. Let's show you. Look at that. Look how lovely that is. Sorry if my sound is muffled. Beautiful. Watch this dress come together. If you're a new viewer, welcome. Tell me how you are in the chat. We're just spending a few hours doing some ironing and getting this lovely dress together so that I can dress up as Miss Frizzle for once. You know, I'm staring middle age in the face, and it's about time. You know, you need to think about these things as you get older. Are you going to cosplay as a cartoon teacher or not? Are you going to get on with your life or not? I am. I'm going to get on with my life. Let's flip it over again. Doing this kind of thing is kind of like making a pancake. You want to make sure that you attend both sides, so neither of them are overdone, underdone. You know? Ooh, I can peel that off. It's behaving. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, let's put something on the back. I'm going to put this one on now. It's a cute pastel thing. Very cute, I think you'll agree. I got all of these patches on like Etsy and eBay, but generally Etsy. It's a really great place to find all sorts of funky, groovy things. Don't go on Amazon. If you can avoid getting things on Amazon, I do recommend it because I don't like them. Because I don't like them personally, and that's why you shouldn't use them. Although I do appreciate that if you don't have the money and you really don't have the time to wait around, if you've got like an emergency, do understand that. But just know that there are other options. Just explore other options for buying stuff online if you can. Because I haven't bought anything from Amazon in like 2 years at least. And I was slowing down my Amazon purchases before then. I'm just going to see what you're saying. Mr. Mega Man fan, where have you been? Where have I been? Well, in terms of live streaming, I just haven't been live streaming because I've been kind of sad. That's it. Nothing like serious. I'm not a danger to myself or anything, but like sometimes I have a difficult time getting in front of an audience because I feel like I'm some kind of fake person. And I want to feel genuine, you know? So I'm doing this. I'm feeling good right now. I just want to be in a good state of mind when I get in front of an audience, just so you know. Switch says I have cosplay I need to finish, but it requires that I make a 4-foot greatsword out of foam and plumbing. Is it going to shoot water? That sounds exciting. Tell me what that's going to be. I've never ordered anything from Wish, by the way. Not because of some kind of moral thing. I've just heard that they're very unreliable. So yeah. Oh, thank you, mister. Thank you very much. I'm feeling all right. Let's see. That's good. Oh, God, I love this track. This is called Hot Sauce. Can't remember who it's by, but it's so good. This is the instrumental for it. Okay. Let's crack on to something really exciting. I've been looking forward to this patch for a long time, which is something that a lot of video game people say, but I mean it in an entirely different way. Would you just look at this? Would you look at this goddamn patch? Isn't it amazing? Look at all those colors. Look at this dynamic shape. Wow. I'm going to put this on a shoulder or a sleeve at the very least without a doubt. Someone has liked my status on Facebook. Wow. The thrill is just coursing through me right now. Classic. Rainbow, yes. So let us find a suitable spot. Let's find a suitable spot for this incredible patch. Oh, yeah. So on this shoulder, we've got this amazing patch that we put on last time. Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it classy? It's kind of two-tone yellow and blue. So let's put the crazy rainbow on the other side, shall we? I think that would be pretty good. Should it go around the shoulder or should I put it on the arm? It's a shame I can't just quickly throw this on and put it on and then be like, yeah, I think it would look good here. Shit, but I think that would take up way too much time. I've got to think about how my arm is going to bend around. because I don't want it to be in like an awkward place and for not to really look good. I'll try and put it on my shoulder in a similar place. Got to flatten this out. Got to get this nice and neat, just right. I think that's good. I think that would be pretty good. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to judge by the seam at the top here. So that's the middle of the shoulder. So if I line it up with that, then it should be decent. Pray for me. I think someone was praying for my patches earlier. I'm going to need you to really pray hard for this because this is a little bit more, this requires a little bit more finesse than just plonking it in the middle of space. Right. Let's go. Oh, let's hope. Let's hope and pray. Thank you. I can see the praying emoji from here. Does anybody interpret the hands like that as like a high five? Because it could be interpreted that way, but I see it used as prayer much more often. I think if they want to make a high five emoji, they have to put some kind of impact clashy shape around it to kind of put that. Is there a handshake emoji? I really like emojis. I think I got a comment last time from somebody saying they were an emoji technician, and I got a little bit mystified by it afterwards. And I thought, are they telling a big joke? They just love using emojis, or is this person some kind of emoji designer? Because if there was an emoji designer in my live stream, I'd lose it. I love emojis very much. The design of emojis is so crucial. It's so fascinating. It's that kind of simplicity and conveying something that appeals to people in the simplest way, and also making your design really distinct from other brands' designs, because every platform and OS has got to have their own kind of distinctive design. So like, it's interesting thinking about this sort of thing. Oh, it's so beautiful and hot. Okay. I'm gonna try and calm down. I'm so stressed out that won't look good. I think it'll look good. I don't know. Let's forget about it. Let's not even think about it. I don't ever want to think about it again. You know what we're missing? We're missing stars on the arm. Stars on the arm. Can't be without that. Let's put some stars on this arm here. Let's put one. First of all, let's get that off. I'm gonna scrub and put this just here. Calm down, girl. It's not that scary. Just go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, 15. Perfect. Okay. That's all good. If it behaves, then it should be great. Now then. More stars. I need more stars. I feel like that bad guy out of Resident Evil. He's just always snarling about stars, and he's always chasing stars. What was his name? Mario. Right. Let's turn this around. A little star right above it. Really advanced thinking here. Right above it. We're pushing the boundaries right now. Getting enough heat on that. I don't want to melt the sequins from that. Really nervous. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I'm enjoying the music. Can you hear it? I'm enjoying the music. I'm going to take a bite of some shortbread, and then I'm going to see what you're saying. I work with a designer that has been making icons for all sorts of different meanings for a game the last year, kind of like emoji. She's become really good at simplifying meanings into basic shapes. It's really fun. I do a spot of graphic design at my day job, essentially. And I'm not a professional graphic designer by any means, but it is very satisfying when someone says, can you please make an icon for this particular thing? And I'm like, yeah, let's think about what we really need to convey as quickly as possible with as few lines as possible. It's really fun. Nemesis, yes. Mario is my nemesis. Who is the lizard? I really do wish I had a lizard. And now you're singing a song. You keep singing a song. I hope you have a good sing song. Mm. Have you ever been online? Just generally, no. You see people obviously quoting a particular song because they all know what it is. But you've never heard the song. And you just feel like a million years old. And then out of some kind of misplaced pride, you decide, I'm never going to look for this song. I'm never going to look for this thing. I don't even want to know about it. Don't even tell me about it. I probably need to find better things to feel passionate about. That's pretty pathetic. Okay. What next? We don't have much big patch energy on the back, so it's time for another big patch on the back. Let's I've got some very nice big patches here actually. Let's this has writing on it. I'll show you that. We've got this lovely moon. A moon on my butt? That seems pretty choice, I think. I think I have to put this moon here. Which way up does it go? Does it matter? Does it matter? Oh shit. What if do you only get crescents from a particular side? That's bollocks, right? That's bollocks! Imogen, chill out. I think it would look better like that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Right. I'm gonna put this moon right here. Pride of place. Let's go. Oh, the music is so funky. Yeah, I'm listening to a 2-hour set by my favorite DJ, Mr. Scruff. Look at Mr. Scruff. He makes all kinds of funky, soulful, fresh, groovy tunes. And I love listening to him mix other people's music as well. He has excessively good taste. Yeah, get that moon right in there. It needs to stay in place. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Is that good? Oh, I don't think I did that as perfectly as I could have. There's a little bit of a crease there. Have I thrown off the entire dress? Never mind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If anyone's looking at my butt that hard, then they're going to get a slap. Right. Now, I'm going to show you this really cute little patch. Oh, you know what? I didn't show you the moon patch close up. I need to show you that. Let's get right in there. I'll try not to obstruct the mic too much. There. Beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? Ice Copy, do you like anime? It's all right. It's all right. I'm not like an obsessive anime watcher. It's just like, if I hear that something's good, I'll watch it, if it's anime or not. But by that same token, if people kind of yammer on about a particular show, I get kind of, I don't know if I can be asked with this, like, and that's like if it's anime or not. So I really treat it like any other TV show. Sometimes I watch it, sometimes I don't. Gary says he's got to go to work now. I'll definitely be sticking around to tour the channel. Do you upload the streams? Yeah, if you go into my playlist live streams, you'll see everything that I've done live. So yeah, you can just watch anything from there. I need chance of another baking stream soon. Not soon, but I'd love to do that again. So don't worry, I'm sure I will do that sooner or later. Right. Now, what was I about to do? I was about to put on a different patch. I was about to put on this shooting star. Oh, isn't it cute? Isn't it lovely? Isn't it just adorable? It's very Kirby. It's very Kirby's Adventures. And by the way, if you can share this stream with anybody, like your mates, if you think they'd want to watch a live stream with me, with some mad ginger just ironing things on, then do it. Go for it. Because I got a maximum number of concurrent viewers at 17 last time. Wow. Somebody else has left a big comment. I have to read it. Space Gaucho. The moon keeps the same face pointing towards the Earth because its rate of spinning is tidally locked with the so that it is synchronized with the rate of revolution. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. You make a great Miss Frizzle. Thank you, Chocolate Disco. Chocolate Disco? Are you heaven? That's a great name. Two of my favorite things together. You're a beautifully mad ginger. Thank you, Switch. I mean, I've been told without prompt by somebody that I used to teach that I reminded them of Miss Frizzle. And I was like, oh my God. I was very charmed by that. So yeah, don't mind that. I think I will definitely put this cute little thing like there. There? That's a good place. That's a good place, I think. Right. Here we go. Do any of you have any favorite DJs? I love listening to a beautifully mixed set. Ones that go on for hours and hours are pretty good. I've been listening to The Blessed Madonna a bit more recently, formerly known as The Black Madonna, but she changed her name. She's really good. This is very satisfying. Just applying things and seeing something grow and transform in front of you. It's so good. It's so lovely. Oh, thank you for sharing it, mister. That's really nice of you. DJs, no. Well, never mind, Switch. We all have our different tastes. That's fine. Mayhem says he's going to get cereal and come back. CG5, he does electronic. KK Slider. You sound just like my brother. He loves Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing of yesteryear. Right. Okay. Let's move onwards and upwards. We've got a few other funky patches. This one fell off. He's very cute, but he's cheeky. So I put this guy on last time, and he fell off. You need to be better than that, guy. Sheesh. I watch synthwave playlists by this DJ with the best worst. Astral Throb. That's an incredible name. I wonder what it means. You know what? I don't wonder. It's okay. I don't need to know what it means. Sometimes mystery is the best policy. What? Sometimes you just don't need to know. You just don't need to know anything. Maybe I should put this cute little UFO just under the wonderful UFO. You could be looking up at it like it's a mummy UFO or a daddy UFO. Oh, that would be cute. Okay, let's try this again. And if he doesn't stay on, I'll kill him. No, I'll stitch him on with some careful yellow thread. Once again, trying carefully to avoid the big sequiny patch because I really don't want to melt it. That could be dangerous for one thing. I don't want to burn myself on hot plastic. The wire wants to turn this iron around though, you see. Whoa. So I can't just leave it there. Give it a good rubber dub. There we go. Let's get this thing. Now this time, you're gonna stay. You're gonna stay and you're gonna look at your mummy. your wonderful mummy. Speaking of wonderful mummies, thanks to my mother for making this dress for me. If you've just joined us and you haven't heard my spiel, my mother made this dress for me at my request. Just updating people who have just turned up. Yeah, I asked my mother to make me a Miss Frizzle dress for like a Christmas present a few years ago, and she very kindly obliged. That's why I am in possession of this thing at all. If you think I could make this, are you kidding me? You think I've got any skill? Forget it. No way. But yeah, now I'm just putting on these lovely patches. I'm having a great time. It's looking so good. Oh my god. It's really coming together. I think the last part of doing this is just going to be me putting on these tiny little stars. I've got a lot of them. I've got purple stars and I've got blue stars. It's got something stuck to it there. But yeah, it's really exciting. Let me take a good look at the back of this and at the front so I can just judge what could do with more big patches, because I need to like space these out wisely. It needs to be tasteful. So we've got a lot going on up here. Could fill it out a little bit more down there. And on the front, got some cool stuff going on. There's a lot of empty space over there. We could put some, so like it's like opposite over on the other side. Oh, we got nothing up here. Christ, we got nothing on this top part. I just said Christ. Like, Jesus Christ, it's naked. This is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. Okay, we need to put something up here pronto. I'm being too precious about things. What about this? Would this be good? This might be good. Here? I don't know. Let me take you through these. Cute little. Oh, maybe that would be cute. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this one next. I think this is really cute. We've got this lovely pastel UFO, which now that I look at it, seems to be abducting a planet. Look at the size of. So this is either a normal sized UFO abducting just the tiniest Saturn ever, or this UFO is gargantuan, like terrifying, like too big. Welcome back, Mayhem. Like far too big. Oh my gosh. My favorite DJs are hip hop, so maybe not you think. I can listen to hip hop. I like hip hop. I like anything that has a good beat, basically. Apparently he has a brother, DJ Astahem. You know what? Your contributions are really appreciated, and I wouldn't. Oh, that was a joke. As I was saying, great joke. Keep them coming. That's chibi scale for you. It's massive. I know, it looks so cute. I got this again on Etsy. I think I got it with all these other kind of cute pastel colored things. I think they came in a big like collection. Okay, I'll put that. I'm like being so precious about this. Should I put it up at the top? Ooh, I'll put it down here. Genuinely stressing about this. Oh no, where's my paper gone? This is there. I thought it had fallen away. Let's just breathe, shall we? Let's just breathe together. I'm good. I'm fine. It's not that this is the most fun I've ever had. No, this is just something I need to try. I need to calm down. No one's going to mind if my patches are clustered. But what if they do? What if I do a really bad job at patching this dress? And it's such a bad job that I don't get enough shares on Twitter. What if I'm not adequately circulated in the online web space because of my bad patching skills? What if? Anything bad could happen. Let's get it right in there. Fucking get in there. Ooh. I love after you iron these on, something must happen, like the colors get richer in the patch after it's hot, which is cool. I like that a lot. Okay. So that's all good. That's all good. Let me show you what that looks like. These patches look so good against this blue dress. My mum has got such good taste in material. Apologies if this ruffles near the mic, but look at that. Oh, isn't that just the classiest thing you've ever seen? I know it is. I know it is. This is so nostalgic for when, for me, I used to make iron-on t-shirts when I was little. Yeah, it's like pretty old school. I mean, except the fact that doing, like, grabbing a bunch of crafty things is so accessible these days if you've got the internet. But yeah, it used to be much more of like a, oh my gosh, I didn't know I could make a thing. And now it's like, yeah, I can make a thing. Anyone can make anything. Oh my god, I've got another UFO here. What the hell? Oh, this is like a medium-sized UFO. Everybody check out this big brother UFO or big sister. Oh, it's purple. It's purple and smiley. Didn't realize I got into. Whoops. Never mind. Maybe should I put that one on the back as well? I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Let's keep focusing on this part because it needs a bit more love, I think. I could put another planet up here. I think that might be good. Oh, whoa! Did you see that? I was going to put the patch right there, but then I put the collar down, and it covers it up. So I have to be very careful to space these out. Give them enough room to breathe. Thinking very carefully about this. I'm almost out of big patches, so we're in the home stretch of big patch world, and then I'll just be putting on lots of little stars. Let me think. I don't know what to do. See, button it up as well. This is important because you want to see where the material is going to fall naturally. If it's just open and flapping and all over the place, you're not going to have a good idea of where things are really going to rest. And I think we'll put that there. I think. You sure? You sure you don't want to put that there? No, I will put this here. It all matters. It all matters very greatly, very deeply. So yeah, I should do more live streams. I want to do more live streams sooner rather than later. There have been plenty of moments this year where I've been like, God, I wish I could live stream right now, but for whatever reasons, I've just been kind of down, not felt confident enough to do it. Felt like I've had to get on with other things instead of this. It can be really difficult. Sometimes if you've got lots of things you want to do, you get kind of overwhelmed by the perceived responsibilities that you have, and getting freaked out that you're not fulfilling your potential by not completing X, Y, and Z and stuff, and you get kind of torn, and you end up kind of doing a half-assed job of a whole bunch of things, or maybe even just a few things because you're so distracted by your own paranoia and shit. It's just not a very constructive time. I'm just trying to push myself a little bit to just be like, fuck it. Just try something that you know you will have fun with. I'm not making money doing this. I just want to have a bit of a lark, And that's what it should be all about. Just having a good lark. Ooh, I think the top of this dress is thoroughly covered at this point. Yeah, okay. So much going on over here. Maybe I should put it in. I guess I can also get more patches later if I want to. Maybe there weren't quite as many as I thought there were. Oh, I should show you this one. This is really fancy. This patch is so gorgeous. It's okay. I stopped worrying about the whole not living up to my best thing when I wrote 180 chapter layouts in 5 months. That sounds like a lot of work, whatever that is. Yeah, you need to hit the brakes sometimes. Right. This patch, it's reversed from my perspective, but from your perspective, I'm sure you can read it. It says, what goes around comes around. It's really gorgeous. I'm trying to let the light hit it a little bit. It's just a lovely, lovely thing. So this needs to go in a special place. I wrote 6 short stories and a full book roughly at the same time. Whew! Ease up. You need to take care of yourself, man. But you know, I say that I've done more daft things than that, definitely. Do you ever get the feeling that other people are working harder than you, and they're doing better at it, and they know what they're doing, and you don't? I feel like that all the time. Oh, a little bit of reggae to calm me down. I think I'm going to put this somewhere over here. Let me just get a good look at it. Oh, we've got loads of space. Lots of space down here to put it. I think I'm going to put it around here. There, that'd be good. Down here. Or up here. Oh gosh. What to choose? I think I'll put it up there. This matters. This matters greatly. Yeah, that'll be fine. That's fine. That's fine. I can get more patches to fill out this space later. Like just like if it's even if it's just little stars, that's fine. Ooh, is this waxy? I can't tell. I can't tell. Ooh, this might not be an iron-on patch. I'll try it. It's hard to tell. It's got kind of a white background. I can't tell if this is wax or not. I don't think this is. Oh, I don't think this is an iron-on patch. Never mind. I can't quite finish this dress if I can't put on this beautiful thing. Maybe I'll finish with a bit of stitching. Maybe that's what I'll do. Yeah, no need to freak out. No need to freak out. It's absolutely fine. Do I need anything else on the back? Let's take a look. Ooh, we could definitely put something over there. Okay. Put a little galaxy. Put a little galaxy. Here. Oh, I'm being very precious about this, aren't I? I just need to let go at a certain point. Very good. So is anybody going to a Halloween thing tonight or tomorrow? And what are you going to be dressed as? I know some people would have said last time I was streaming, but if you weren't there last time, tell me what you're doing for Halloween this year. And if you're not dressing up this year, if there's a favorite outfit that you've worn in previous years, why don't you tell me about it? Why don't you tell me what you've dressed up as? Tell me about something you want to dress up as. If money were no object, tell me what you like to go as. And of course, it doesn't have to be some stupid nerd shit. It could just be, I want to be a beautiful vampire or something. There should be no pressure to be some kind of cultural reference, some kind of not cultural reference. I suppose a vampire is a cultural reference, but like a pop culture thing, some nerd shit, because that can kind of overwhelm a lot of. I feel like nerd shit kind of overwhelms loads of our culture these days, and I do get a little bit sick of it. I wouldn't mind the Marvel Cinematic Universe if it was like really good, but it's just kind of okay. Oh, I shouldn't be saying things like that. I'm playing with fire saying stuff like that. But you know what I mean? Like, I feel like nerd stuff is like, it's everywhere, and it's good that nerd stuff is around. People can get into all sorts of things, and they don't have to be reserved for a particular kind of person. They can be for everybody. But you know, I feel like, what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm tired of mediocre stuff like taking over our culture entirely. But I suppose that kind of mass appeal thing, that kind of broader appeal thing, is what makes things popular in the first place, so they're not too exclusionary. Let's see. Halloween isn't a big thing here. Oh, bless you, Space Gacho. That's a shame. Well, maybe people know about Halloween. Maybe you can just dress up anyway, just for fun. You know, it's always Halloween on the internet. You can dress up and post. You can make content. If money were no object, Samus. Good for you, Switch. I want to make a Manny Calavera costume someday. Who is Manny Calavera? Let me Google that. Man Calavera. Let's see. Oh, I've seen this character. He's from Grim Fandango. I think I've seen my boyfriend play that before. Yeah, that's a cool one. And that's not too out there. You just need a kind of ordinary white suit, black tie. And that's a really great outfit because you can use that in other aspects of life, other events in your life. You can dress up all classy, and then you just have to make a cool head. I wanted to dress up as Flick from Animal Crossing, but I have no costume design ability. Well, you can do like low quality costume design, and that can be very charming in its own right. So don't worry too much. I mean, what is Flick? Is Flick the chameleon dragon thing? Let's look it up. Turn this up so you can see my beautiful face. Animal Crossing. So you need what you need for Flick is you'd need like a hairband or something. Oh no, it goes down the middle of his head. Yeah, that's different. That's difficult. Yeah, you need to do some kind of mohawk thing to your hair. Get a lot of hair gel, really spike it. Oh, I Google image searched Flick, and there's already sexy pictures of him. I'm gonna go back now. This is too much for me. It's too early, and I'm too on a live stream for that. Yeah, but other than that, it's just kind of a punk outfit with a bug catching net. I think that would be really cool. I don't mean a parasuit sounds. Yes, understood. But I'd like to dress up as a stage show accurate Steven Universe. Fair enough. Yeah, big star shirt. I mean, that's half the outfit right there, and then your little flip flops. I think that would be cute. Let's continue. Oh, gosh. Not got much left. Okay. Where will I put this UFO? Put it on the front, put it on the back. Got important areas that need filling up. You see this huge gap right here? This is important. Okay, I'll put the UFO here. Put the UFO right here. I think that would be the best. Hold it in place. And put it at a jaunty angle. I love a good jaunty angle. And then put the paper on top. And go for it. Just go for it. There we go. Lovely. Imagine Miss Frizzle making each of her dresses like this, just one at a time. Just painstakingly sewing and patching them all up. I'm just going to put this down a little bit more. No, up a little bit more. Oh, don't want it to fall down. More heat. More heat is needed for the UFO. I've been reading one of those Lindsay Ellis novels. If any of you know Lindsay Ellis, she does this amazing film video essays about film critique, basically criticizing film and looking into film theory and things like that. She loves her sci-fi and she's written some amazing books apparently. And I'm reading her first one right now, which is, I'm going to turn this music down just a little bit. It's the first time I've read a book in years, which is disgusting. We should all read more books, man. I'm very bad at getting around to reading books. Are you guys good at reading books? I'm just going to snip this off. Are you guys good at reading books at all? Because I'm just blooming not. And I really need to fix myself. It's not acceptable. It's really unacceptable to just not read this stuff ever. Okay, we're getting good. We're getting good. This big old patch, which I honestly don't think is that cute. I mean, it would be cute on baby clothes, but I don't know. But I've got it, so I should use it. And I'm whinging about not using up enough space. Maybe I will put this on an elbow. Maybe that would be really cute. So like on the back. I think that might be quite appealing. If anywhere. Because it's kind of it's just a big rectangle. So you know you want it in a place which isn't going to be too obstructive to the flow of the design. You know what I mean? Maybe here. Maybe further to the back of the and a little further. Yeah, maybe there. I'll put it there. I'm just going to calm down and put it right there. Here we go. And then I'll read more comments. Sorry, I'm just been kind of zooming away doing this. Trying to focus. This is a big patch, so it might take a little bit more time. If you have a favorite Halloween outfit that you've seen somebody else wear, like you turned up at a party and somebody else was rocking something and you couldn't believe it, tell me about it. Wiggle right in there. Let me get in there. Ooh. Really apply the heat, apply the pressure. Make sure this big old thing stays on. Even that patch, when I apply the heat, it seems to bring out the richness of the colours. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm imagining it, but it really seems to do that. Okay. What's left to do, apart from sewing this thing on, is to put on the other little stars. There. So ultimately, I need to figure out where this one's going to go. It's so gorgeous. Maybe over there somewhere. I don't know. Could do with a bit more shortcut. Yum yum. Miss Frizzle is such a positive person to costume as to learn and share knowledge. Yeah, I could learn from her, honestly. I want to be a bit more worldly. I feel kind of insular and stuff, so it would be good to be more like her. I'm good at reading books when I have the energy. If I don't, it takes years to get things read. Oh, agreed. Like, when I actually really force myself, I start reading a book. If I get sucked into it, I could just finish it in a day if I've got nothing else that needs doing. It's just starting. It's like exercise. It's just getting started with this stuff, which is the biggest challenge. I think I got grown up syndrome. I used to read lots, but now I'm just too tired of it. I know, man. There's this there's this Radiohead song. It's a track that Radiohead did years and years ago. I think it's on OK Computer. And I think it's called Fitter, Happier, More Productive or something. And it just lists off all the things in a very roboticized voice that you're supposed to do or you're expected to do as an adult, and you're expected to continue to do, like to be just a contributing member of society and a functioning person and a socially acceptable person. And the longer the track goes on, the more depressing it gets. And like, can read a good book now and then is like one of the things on that list. And it just occurs to you that it is really difficult, like maintaining all of these things that you're just supposed to happily do. And you do want to do, like, you do want to read a book, but you've also got to do so many other things that they just make you so exhausted. And it's just such a shame, man. That's how I feel anyway. You need to have some energy to read, because you need to have energy to like imagine stuff, I think. I'm more into writing books than reading them these days. Well, at least you're doing something, man. The most amazing costume I ever saw was Kingpin from Daredevil. The guy wearing it nailed it. I mean, to me, that just sounds like a guy in a suit. But I'm going to take your word for it, unless that's the joke. It's like saying, I saw an amazing James Bond cosplay once. You wouldn't believe. This guy just looked like James Bond. I used to volunteer to work at an LGBT charity Halloween party. And one of my friends built full-on wings for their Crowley. Oh, Crowley. Oh my gosh. I have Crowley glasses. And like, I was going to do Crowley, and a friend of mine was going to be Aziraphale. We just kind of lost track of it. But yeah, I've got Crowley glasses because I've got the hair, and I've got a kind of David Tennant nose. He's got a bit of a beak himself as well. Oh God, he's so sexy though, isn't he? These blew up costumes are nifty. I saw a guy just slip on a plastic overall thing that turned into a huge little air pump that inflated the thing into a huge dinosaur. Oh, are you talking about that kind of orange T-Rex thing? I've seen those. They're very funny. I have a friend who goes out with his wife in those dino costumes. He staged T-Rex fights. That sounds amazing. Perfect marriage. The year before that, they came as full-on Weeping Angel, including these papier-mâché wings that looked almost like stone. Proper effort put into that. Weeping Angel of old would be amazing. Yeah, I mean, that's just fun. A Weeping Angel is just a cracking outfit. A lot of effort, though. Tons of effort put into that. Reet! I think what I need to do now is, oh, there's a special star. I've got like a really special turquoise star. It's kind of cute. It's bigger than the other ones, and it's an actual Iron Man one, so I'll put this in a nice place. Maybe I'll put this down here. Okay. Yeah, Doctor Who is just abundant with things that you can dress up as. But remember, you don't have to like put in a huge amount of effort for some kind of, I mean, cosplay does have high standards, but Halloween dress up, if you do a really bad job, like that could be part of the fun, like the whole DIY nature of it. And there's no reason why cosplay should have to be this kind of high art, because I think people did used to just kind of do a kind of crummy job of it, and it was just like, oh wow, that person's dressed up as whoever. But now, because there are people who are like professional costume designers and things like that, and engineers, so they can put lights all over their clothes and stuff, like, I celebrate what they're doing. It's awesome. But without them, like it must be very intimidating if you really want to do cosplay as a particular character, but the standards are so flipping high. You're like, oh, I can't do it, because it's not going to, I don't have £100 million to spend making my fucking Overwatch body armor. Like, It's unfair, man. It's unfair. This is why I'm like settling. I mean, I'm lucky I look like Miss Frizzle, but yeah, all you have to do is have a dress, basically, to look like Miss Frizzle. So this is like low stakes outfit. Right, and now all I have to do is put on these little stars. So I could just while away the hours doing this. I don't know how interesting that's going to be. Tell you what, I don't know, because I want to be able to read your comments at the same time. I want to be able to read your comments, and the laptop is so bloomin' far away. So maybe if I sacrifice the sight of me ironing to just be able to read what the hell you're saying while I do this. Whoa, the light nearly fell over. Let's see. Then that might be better. Move this closer. I could have just moved the ironing board instead of the table. Wow. Wowie. Okay. It's just fine. Okay. Before I started transitioning, I would go to thrift stores and get all the needed clothing to be the doctor. Oh wow, you did a lot. That's really cool. I think other than toys and such, I barely spent $50 on those clothes in total. $50 US. That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty good haul if you could. I love the fourth. I want one of these gigantic long scarves. Yeah, he was like, for a long time, before the reboot in the mid-noughties with Eccleston, I think the fourth one was the most popular Doctor. Wasn't he the one with the jelly beans? Everybody loved him. Can't remember his name. Something Baker? What's his name? Something Baker. Fourth Doctor. That just says nothing. Come on. Tom Baker. I knew it. I already knew it. I wouldn't know the names of any of the other actors from days of yore, but yeah, he was a big one. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna crack on with this. I watched Doctor Who, not the original series. I have not watched that, but I watched a hell of a lot of the new series just on a whim. When I was in my early 20s, I was like, this has been on for years. People rave about it. I should probably just catch up and become culturally inclined and understanding of what the hell people are talking about. And I enjoyed Eccleston, and then it got to David Tennant. And I am one of those basic ladies who just fucking loves David Tennant. It's very difficult. He's just got it. He's just got it, hasn't he? Ain't he, lads? He's just fucking got it. And I enjoyed it very much. But as the episodes for David Tennant went on, I found myself just crying at every single thing, every single episode. I don't know if I'd be the same way. I'm a different person now, but I got very, very emotional, and I don't just burst into tears over TV shows, over like nothing. It was very frequent that I would just cry and cry while watching Doctor Who. Can't believe I kept watching it for as long as I did. But yeah, I really enjoyed David Tennant's run. He's probably my favorite. As I said, I'm a basic bitch. And then Matt Smith came in, and I was like, I know I'm not going to like Matt Smith as much as David Tennant, but he looks great, and this looks different, so let's give it a go. And I enjoyed the first Matt Smith series, but when it started getting kind of up its arse with this silence thing and it just became kind of how awesome the Doctor is and his reputation in space, which I understand if like having an episode about that, but it really did just seem to become all about how amazing he is. And I think the writing kind of was suffering at that stage, and I was like, I don't know about this, and I just stopped watching. I didn't watch the later ones. Maybe it got really good and I missed the highest quality Who, but no. And then it was, what's his chops? Awesome actor. From the thick of it. Peter something? Can't remember. Doctor Who. Peter Capaldi, that's it. Amazing surname. And I watched a few episodes of his thing. Peter Capaldi, thank you guys. Matt Smith is also very handsome, but in a different way. Yes, he is. He is very handsome, even if he doesn't have eyebrows. You have to be handsome if you can look that attractive and not have eyebrows. Oh, I'm going to turn up the music. I love this bit. Give me a sec, guys. Yeah, I was watching the Peter Capaldi series, and there was one episode where a girl was on meds, like a human girl was on meds because she had something. I can't remember. It's not really important. The point is, she was diagnosed with a condition, some kind of mental or emotional condition, and she was on meds to help her. And Peter Capaldi's Doctor Who was like, humans, always trying to deal with their problems with pills and drugs. And I was like, what? I was a bit taken aback by that. And I'm not saying that defines his whole series or anything like that. But yeah, there are just some weird moments where I'm like, I don't know, this is like a kid's show. I think you want to be kind of careful with what you're saying. Medication can be really important for people. I just got a bit weirded out by that. I don't know if you agree. So yeah. Wasn't a great move in my opinion. Maybe I don't remember the episode clearly enough. Maybe it's the microphone is like right in front of the iron. I'm just going to put that. Don't want it being too crunchy. Yeah. Maybe he learned a lesson and I just can't recall it. But yeah, I think a bit of a misstep there. But all the actors in every iteration of Doctor Who were great. They really do know how to cast it. And I have to regret, I regret to say that I haven't watched the latest season with What's the Chops. She seems lovely. I'm sure she's great. But yeah, not related to this, but I think I watched this one animation by Imogen every day for a month. Whoa! I had a frame of it as my desktop background for a year. That's nice of you, Axelius the Great. Thank you. That's nice. Which one was it? Was it a good one? Was it one that I could be proud of to this day? I'm just right now I'm just like covering the dress with stars. So we'll continue doing that, but I suppose it's more engaging if you see my face. I still watch the Grumps ones she did when I need a smile. Oh, you're very sweet. Thank you so much, mister. I'll turn the music back down. It's too loud. Too much. Whoa. Be careful. Careful now. Oh, goodness. Everything's getting out of control. Sorry, the dress was slipping off the ironing board. That would have been a great thing for you to watch. A little bit of tension, a little bit of drama. A little bit of drama in the stream. But no, I missed it. And that's just life. It's just life. Time to just relax. Into this. Into ironing. Put another star. Don't want to put too many stars of one particular colour in the same place. Can look a bit clumsy. Ooh, yeah, I need to put some more stars on the top of this dress. It's just big patches and no stars. That's no good. Need some more stars on this side. Look how empty this area is. That is just no good. That's no good at all. It was a Grumps one. The one, Plant Monster. Ah, yes. I saw it in the compilation and spent 30 minutes trying to find images you didn't know. So I watch it. Oh, thank you, Axelius. That's very sweet of you. Those are the days. Let me continue. I haven't been watching Let's Plays as of late. I kind of I listen to podcasts more. The McElroys are very popular. I think the McElroy podcast I listen to the most is Sawbones, actually. Do any of you listen to any McElroy podcasts? It's kind of creepy how their name feels like a brand now. I'm sure that wasn't their intention. I don't know if it was their intention, but yeah, I do like a bit of McElroy brotherage now and then, and I love listening to Sawbones because I like the dynamic between Sydney and her husband. It's good. I think that's my favorite. That's my favorite thing to just chill out to. And you can learn something at the same time, which is really good. Aaron drove himself over the car captured me, and I love it so deeply. That's one of my favorite things to draw. I love drawing people being kind of feminine because I'm kind of feminine, and I like to represent that in my art. Interestingly, one of the players for Critical Role made a new character to play called Imogen. How about that? I hope they don't do anything horrible. I listen to Mabim Bam. I think eventually I'll start listening to the Adventure Zone. Yes, I don't listen to the Adventure Zone at the moment, but it really is the case that the balance arc was very good. It was very good, and give it a shot. I really liked it. Griffin fucking knocked it out of the park. You really did do an amazing job with that. So yeah, you'll enjoy it. If you like Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I say that as somebody who has not really got any experience with Dungeons and Dragons other than Adventure Zone. I just think it's a very accessible, fun show. The characters really work. They're very memorable and fun, and yeah, I think it's great. And I haven't really been listening to the other ones because I guess I lost interest. Not because they're boring or anything. I just wanted to listen to something new. Where do I get into that? Find myself watching like video essays and stuff as well. They're really fun. Love a bit of ContraPoints. Do love a bit of ContraPoints. Love a bit of H-Bomber Guy. Love a bit of Philosophy Tube. Love a bit of Jenny Nicholson. All the hits. And Lindsay Ellis, I think I've already mentioned her. God bless her. She seems like she's going through a rough time, poor Lindsay Ellis. So go and give her some love. Go and buy a book. She did not pay me to say that. She looks like she's having a bit of a hard one. I listen to wrestling podcasts. That sounds great. Do they ever commentate? That would just be commentary. That would not really be a podcast any longer. The amount of motion and fluidity in those animations, it's so beautiful and fun to watch. Oh, thank you so much, Sexelius. It's really nice of you. Philosophy Tube is amazing. Isn't she just? She's always put in 110% effort into her work. And I'm really happy for her. She seems a lot happier than she used to be. Yeah, great, important work. And I think she's doing some kind of production right now, which is like really high profile, and she's not allowed to talk about it in detail. But whenever she has mentioned it on her Twitter, she's like, "Ooh!" And so it's like quite exciting to think about. I wonder if it is Doctor Who. I wonder if Philosophy Tube. I wonder if Abigail Thorne is in fucking Doctor Who. That would be really cool. Anyway, one mustn't speculate, because in all likelihood she isn't, and that would be a bit of a shame. Maybe one day. A trans Doctor Who. I mean, that would set the culture war alight in a way that I don't think anyone of any leaning wants to get into. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too naive there. Let's put a star right in here. Yeah. This is coming together. This is going to look so good. I might buy a few more patches just to top it off later. But yeah, I just wanted to finish this dress off so that I can make a nice post on Halloween going, "Oh, don't I look just like her?" Let's see. Same with James, Stephanie Sterling. They are so much happier. after transitioning. Oh! Are we talking about Thingy Sterling? I didn't know they transitioned. Oh gosh. I was about to dead name them. But we're talking about what's their face? What's their show? At the end of it, I'm afraid of saying things now because I don't want to misgender them. I don't know their pronouns. Sterling. But am I thinking of the right person? Thingy Sterling? Yeah. Yes, the Jimquisition. Oh. Well, I'm very happy for them. I think they came out years ago as did they come out as Pan? Yeah, I think I remember that as well. I haven't seen any Doctor Who, but a trans Doctor would be great for representation. I'll bet. I mean, it's funny with their pronouns are they them. Okay, thank you. With trans, like trans issues, not trans issues, just like the concept of a transgender doctor is that with how would it apply in the same way as it applies for humans? Because if he was a man and now he's a woman, do we have a trans Doctor Who already, or is that a little bit kind of leaping to conclusions and just trying to simplify it too much? It probably is trying to simplify it too much. I don't know. I'm cis, so I can't really speak with much expertise on these things. But like, yeah, I don't know about how you would practically go about that. Gender fluid doctor. Oh well, I mean, that would probably be easier to do. I don't know. I got a feeling that if I try to talk about this, I'm just going to put my foot in my mouth because I don't know enough. It's kind of fitting that we seem to be transitioning period about public discourse of sorry, I'll start that sentence again. It's kind of fitting that we seem to be in a transitioning period about public discourse of trans people. Yeah. We certainly are talking about it a lot more these days, and there used to just not be a discussion whatsoever. So I suppose at least we are facing that trans people exist, like, because for so long people just didn't want to even talk about that. I mean, when Jodie Whittaker took over, and even when Michelle Gomez was master, I started having feelings. Oh, bless. Well, that's cool. Yeah, it's amazing what can kind of activate things. I mean, I'm not saying that that's what made you feel that way, but like, yeah, when you see things, representation matters. Is basically, it's like that's such a simple thing to say, but it really does make, all your ordinary audience watching it go, I never thought about things that way. I never thought about myself that way. And like, yeah, it's really cool that maybe something like that, which initially would have been just like, we're doing this for your normie women out there, or whatever you want to say. Like, it's also like, well, actually, there's an aspect of women that you're not even thinking about. Like, so like it's amazing how these things can have like a knock-on effect in a positive way. Oh, keep ironing. There we go. Whoop. It's coming together. It's all coming together. Beautiful. Missing a bit of action over here. I think I'll put a few more stars over on this area. And I shouldn't be afraid to put stars near other patches as well. Oop. Eep. Da, 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 da. Maybe I should take up Doctor Who again feel like I am missing out. I think I stopped watching Doctor Who pointedly when where's my paper gone? Where's my paper gone? Oh, it's there. Stupid girl. I think I stopped watching Doctor Who during like a Christmas special. And it was like during a time when Tumblr was especially thriving. And some person in this Christmas special, this Christmas episode of Doctor Who was like, "Oh, my feels." And I was like, I think I have to go. Just personally, I need to excuse myself. One of my wrestling friends transitioned and thought I wouldn't want to be their friend anymore. I said, no way, I'm not like that. Use any pronouns and I will too. Good. Alexis says homophobes and transphobes have the weirdest logic for justifying themselves, and trans and gay people are just like, I'm comfy. Yeah. It like I kind of, because I'm not really hugely knowledgeable about transitioning and the trans experience, as if there's one unifying experience. Like, I often kind of think of it like, well, a lot of people sure do feel a particular way about themselves, and they aren't out to hurt anybody else. They just want to be what makes them happy. And it seems kind of unimaginative and boring and unnecessarily cruel to stop people from living the way they want to live if it just doesn't affect other people in any way. And I get, like, it just seems pretty easy to me to just look at it from that perspective, if no other perspective. Maybe that's a bit too simplified, but you know, a lot of people have a difficult time grasping these concepts in the first place. Like, obviously I do. But you know, I want to be nice, man. Like, it just seems so easy to just be nice and just to go, okay, I see you going through something, and you shouldn't have to go through that. So let's make life better. Just make life better for people. Seems pretty easy when you put it like that. Whack. Oh, gosh. One day I'll finish this dress, and the sun will have probably set by that point. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I don't feel very proud at this moment of my country. My country being England, being the United Kingdom, you know, because we seem to be becoming a rather transphobic place, or becoming, which are a transphobic place. A lot of people seem very invested in just trying to make trans people look as awful as possible, and write also a lot of very rich people who have incredible public platforms seem very invested in making their transphobic opinions known. And you know, it's one thing for some weirdo down the road to be saying that shit. It's not great, but like when it's people who have massive platforms who are like giving space for these bigoted opinions to flourish, and they're kind of promoting what they think, I think it's pretty bad. It's going to influence a lot of people in a negative way and just make life a lot more difficult for people who already fucking have it hard. Might stop talking for a while. I promised myself I was going to rearrange my home today. Well, thank you for talking with us so far, Switch. When it's literally the BBC saying these big... I know. I mean, from what I can tell, the BBC seem to be just a mouthpiece for just right-wing stuff at the moment, which is fairly dreadful. in my opinion, it should be unbiased. It should be impartial. You be impartial about bigotry. like, anyway, the news should be reporting the facts. It shouldn't be spouting clearly hurtful shit. I just think it's very dodgy stuff. Alexia says, occasionally I'll follow an incredibly skilled artist and I'll be a butcher, but you, in this instance, oh, that's very sweet of you, Alexius. I mean, I'm trying my best. I can't promise that I never say stupid shit, but I'm always trying to learn, you know, and that's all anyone can do, man. I couldn't be less proud than I am of the United States. I don't know. I feel like England is doing pretty badly at this. But yeah, I can't imagine the United States is just a haven for trans people either. The United States has trans senator now. It's something, still loads of bad policies. So yeah, exactly. US seem to be kind of more forward thinking in terms of their representation, but that doesn't actually fix the material issues going on. Representation is a thing. It's a shining beacon, but the material efforts, the physical change, it still needs to happen. Let's see. Some people think that representation really just change everything like instantaneously, which is why I think when oh god, I'm gonna get so political. I should not be getting political in a live stream, but screw it. How many people watching? Not that many people. I feel like when for instance, when Obama was elected into office the very first time, I get the feeling that a lot of white people world over, not just in the US, but world over, kind of thought to themselves, well, it looks like racism is over. Because look! Would you just look? It's clear, we're done. Racism complete. Like, we have a person of color in the White House. What more needs to be said? It's all over. We don't need to worry anymore. We could just kick up our heels and not. And I get a feeling that kind of made people just get a lot more relaxed about racism. And I just think, what do I think? I think you have to be vigilant and not get too goddamn comfy with being like, oh, we've won some kind of battle against bigotry, so that means we can all just chill out now and not worry about it and not worry about it rearing its ugly head again. Shit like that. At least that's how I feel. I think you have to remain vigilant. Like, we're dealing with fucking Nazis again. Like, are you kidding me? And I know that we have Biden in the office and Trump is out, and that's all very well, but like, please don't become complacent and think that. I used to think this particular thing, right? I used to think that progressive like policies were just inevitable, you know, based on history. Like, I used to think, well, things will just keep getting better because as we just learn more and more about each other socially and philosophically and everything, like we'll just have a better of a understanding of what's good for each other, and we'll just help each other and things will progress and get better and better and better, you know. That's just gonna happen. Like, look, oh wow, gay people can get married now. Things are just gonna keep getting better and better. It's okay. And historically, things do tend to get better and better if everybody keeps fighting for it all the time. Like, you can't like let up. And even if you have seemingly won a battle, you have to kind of keep fighting it to make sure that progress isn't reversed. And I thought for so long that wouldn't be the case, but having like witnessed the last few years I wasn't witnessing the years before that. I was unconscious apparently, but having like really been paying attention the last few years, I'm like, man, it really is like a constant fight. Um, um, so just seeing your comment, Alexius. A lot of white people in the US have thought racism over since the 80s somehow. Weird. Oh, was there something I missed? Like, oh, like it's just rough until it isn't. Oh, it's no good, man. It's no good. I've got a feeling like I'm not going to be able to keep this live stream up because I'm getting so political. Like, I'm afraid that I'm going to run into people who disagree with me. But that's just too bad. That's just life, I suppose. You know, you do just have to say the things that you believe in, the things that you think are true, and stand by them. Because I don't like being a coward. I always regret being cowardly, and I have been cowardly in some situations. I'm not saying I'm being really brave right now, but like, sometimes you're in a situation where you'll see something bad happen and you'll stumble. You won't do the right thing. You'll remain silent, and being like that can really haunt you. So it's good to practice just speaking your mind. This seems relatively safe. And then if you're practiced in that, then maybe you can stand up in situations that are a little bit more risky and people need you immediately. But I'm probably chatting shit. That truly sad moment when the be nice to gay and trans people is considered political. It's just, it's so strange how identity can become politicized. I don't know. I feel like I really am going to end up just saying shit I don't understand myself. Like, I don't feel smart enough to talk about politics at length. But yeah, just human rights, man, and just being decent to people. Like, it shouldn't be a matter of politics, but it just feels like it is all the time. It feels like, were things always this polarized? Like, there seems like such a hard and clear good side and bad side to things. And I feel like politics shouldn't necessarily be like that. You know, can you imagine like living in a time where there are different politicians and different parties to choose from, and you're thinking, oh, that person, they've got some good ideas, but they've also got some good ideas. And that party, you know, I don't agree with everything, but I think that's an interesting idea as well. I feel like politics is kind of supposed to be more like that and not like a desperate struggle, like some kind of awful thing. Like, it just feels so awful all the time paying attention to this kind of thing. The Iron on Patch community will be up in arms about your inflammatory patch and politics stream. I know, right? Speaking of American fathers, I'm going on a party as Jay. Do you have an opinion on him? I mean, I don't know that much about him other than that he's been on a lot of shirts. And this is what I kind of mean about me not knowing enough about politics to really continue talking about it. It's such a bad idea. But you know what? Let's learn together. And by together, I mean you already know and I don't. Let me enlighten myself. First of all, let's learn how to properly spell his name. Che Guevara. Right. It popped up for me. I don't even need to learn how to spell, baby. I've got Google. Argentine Marxist revolutionary physician, author, guerrilla leader, diplomat, and military theorist, a major figure in the Cuban Revolution. He stylized visage has become ubiquitous. Well, yeah, and that's where I've seen him. He's a very striking looking fellow. Well, As long as he isn't like some kind of big fascist, I would say it's okay. But what do I know? What do I know, eh? He's got a nice hat with a nice star. And you know what? I've got lots of nice stars too. Let's see. Penultima! Hey! I've missed you. Penultima turned up to a lot of my live streams last year, so that's why I know them. I'd really recommend the Motorcycle Diaries film if you're interested in Che Guevara. Am I saying their name right? Che Guevara. Is it Guevara or Guevara? Or I think that's how it's said there. Motorcycle Diaries. I think I've heard of that. I need to watch and educate myself more, become more cultured, just become a healthier person in the head. I got the hat. Good. I think the hat kind of completes the look. Otherwise, you might just look like a scruffy guy. Wait, what are the t-shirts look like? They're all red, right? Like he was all over particular shirts, right? I'm not thinking of somebody else, right? Yeah, I've seen him. Maybe you could like douse yourself in red paint and then just carry style, and then like you'd look exactly like a shirt. That's the kind of dumb stuff I do. Thank you. I'm glad I pronounced it well. Okay, let's continue. I should probably stop talking about sensitive subjects because I'm an idiot, and I'm probably just spouting shit. I need to be more careful because if I'm not careful, people will start to think, oh, she must have opinions on X, Y, and Z, and then I'll get really flustered. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to knock the mic. But you know, you express one small political opinion, and then other people might think that you're trying to be some kind of political expert, and I'm not. Couldn't be further from a political expert. Let's see. Where's scissors? Scissors and stars. And I still got so many stars. Still got so many stars. If I was going to go to a thing as a Halloween party as a political figure, who would I go as? I ask myself idiotically. I should stop talking about this sort of thing. Who remembers Sarah Palin? Wow. What an entertainer she was. I'm not saying I dress up as Sarah Palin, I'm just remembering her. I would probably go as Margaret Thatcher, and then if I was going to a Halloween party, I'd go as Margaret Thatcher, and then during the party, people could like do photo ops with me where I'm being attacked and covered in fake blood and stuff. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? That'd be love. I mean, she was ginger, I think. So I've got that down. I'm remembering The Crown now and how good What's the Chops was at Margaret Thatcher. She was great. I was taught that Che is pronounced a bit more like Che. Che. I should learn different languages as well. I was teaching myself. I was on Duolingo for a few months trying to learn French so that I could whisk myself off to Paris someday and party over there. And then life happened and I lost track of things, and now I can't even remember how to ask for directions to go to the discotheque. It's no good. It's very frustrating when you're trying to learn a language and you are making progress at the time that you're doing it, but then you lose track of what you're doing, and then you forget your progress. You forget how to do things, and it feels like you've like massively wasted your time because you couldn't use your brain to keep this stuff in mind. It's so frustrating, man. I get really frustrated about that all the time. Put in the time to remember and I just forget. Rubbish. What you're saying. I really hope my buildings maintenance person comes with my new trash bin. Mine blew away in the wind a few days ago. Oh no! Oh yeah, that would be a really awful situation. Just trash accumulating in your place. Hope it's not too windy where you are. You could do Thatcher and hand out soft serve ice cream since she helped create it. What? Did she? That sounds like I'm misunderstanding something. I'm gonna Google Thatcher ice cream. What? Oh, it's coming up. It's certainly coming up. Was Margaret Thatcher really part of the team that invented Mr. Whippy? Is the first thing that pops up. Oh, The Guardian. Yes, I'm happy. Bishop of London's claim during a funeral address, like everything else about the former PM, is subject of controversy. Very little connected to Margaret Thatcher's legacy without an argument. The claim by the Bishop of London in his funeral address that the former scientist, yeah, she was, part of the team that invented a Mr. Whippy ice cream is no exception. The New Scientist reported in July 1983 that Thatcher was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society body of scientists, that she had worked developing emulsifiers for ice cream for Joleon's from 1940. Well, I suppose she did something. She should have stayed in that business, really, shouldn't she? I'm just going to click off the article so I can continue doing that. But yeah, honestly, there's a fork in the road of all our lives where we can choose to become a good person who contributes something positive to the world continuously, or we become evil. It's very binary like that. There's no nuance or complexity to it. I'm kidding. But she could have just stayed in the lab and continued to make ice cream and have bad opinions, and the world might be better. The world might be better. We'll never know, will we? We'll never know. Oh dear. Soup. Mm-mm. Been doing this for nearly 2 hours. I'm an American. I hear about Margaret Thatcher frequently. What did she do as PM that caused such dislike? She was just kind of heartless, and she gutted a lot of industries within this country. Yeah, again, I'm not a pro on this sort of thing, but yeah, she wasn't a very pleasant person. Why don't we look this up together? It's always good to read. Ten reasons why Margaret Thatcher is Britain's most hated politician. This might be a biased article. I'm just going to look at it. She supported the retention of capital punishment. She destroyed Britain's manufacturing industry. Yeah, that's what I said. And her policies led to mass unemployment. Thatcher's policies were not directed at causing mass unemployment, but that was a consequence of her policies designed to control inflation. I'm skipping over a lot of things, so you should read this. She presided over interest rates of 15%. I don't know what that means. I'm too stupid for this shit. I shouldn't. I'm just really showing my ass. She voted against the relaxation of divorce laws. Oh, that was rude of her. She abolished free milk for school children. This could be entirely incorrect. I don't know, but as ever, things are more complicated. In the 70s, there was significant pressure on the Wilson government to make spending cuts in order to pay for tax savings. Yeah, you know what? I'm hearing a lot about kids in America having to pay for their school meals and or not. What was it like? Something like they're not eligible to a free school meal, so they just don't get to eat during the day. I've heard that happens in America sometimes. It's pretty grim. So if that's the kind of thing she was implicating, the kind of thing she was making happen over here, then yeah, boo. She precipitated a social housing crisis still being felt today. Oh boy, tell me about that. Poll tax. She sowed the seeds of the NHS privatisation. I think it's mainly. I think it is mainly the fact that she gutted so many industries in this country and just left people absolutely scuppered, and that's why people weren't especially impressed with her and danced on her grave effectively when she died. Are some of the stars going to be in the shape of celestial designs or whatnot? I'm afraid I'm not that creative, Penultimate. I'm sorry. Maybe I could get some celestial, some kind of star sign, some kind of what are they called? Constellation designs and put them on. That would be good. Thatcher Milk Snatcher. That's reminding me of a comedy thing I saw. Kids in America need to be in poverty to get free lunch at school or have been in poverty at some point. I see. My state in America, however, unanimously passed a bill where schools are required to give kids food at lunch, regardless of pay. Good. That's good. That's the thing about America. I shouldn't be making statements just like, oh, in America, really bad shit, because all the states have like very different circumstances and very different ways of doing things. So it's not fair to just kind of tarnish the whole country and say America's bad because in one tiny well, it's not tiny, but in one particular place they do it one particular way. So yeah, got to be careful when you speak about that kind of thing. Ooh, peel it away. The Big Dipper, the Southern Cross is fairly evening. Oh, maybe I could. I probably do have enough stars. I think I'd have to put them pretty close to each other. I think if I do something like that, I might do it with some different stars. Feeding children is socialism. Get a job, babies. That's right, children. Get a job. Employed. Oh. I like the word socialism because personally, I do need to be more social. I need to get out there more. That's what socialism is about, right? It's about being social. It's about going out with your friends, right? Stuck to the floor. I'm sure that's what it's all about. Just having a good time with friends. Why are people so upset by it? Sounds like a good idea to me. I cannot judge America for Texas, as I always say. Yes, that's right. I think that's wise. Can't even have those lazy kids work at chimney sweeps. You got to appreciate the time you're living, don't you? That happened, man. We shoved kids up chimneys, and we put them in. What are those different kind of factories with massive threshing looms or whatever they were, like that would deafen them, and they could like mangle your limbs if you stood too close to them. What a world! Like, I ain't saying we don't have problems now. We certainly do, but Jesus Christ, like, absolutely unbearable to think about it. And these parents would have to kind of just be okay with it because it's either do that or we don't make enough money and we all starve or something. Oh my God. But even in the most developed countries, we still have terrible conditions for people, and it's kept under lock and key. It's kept very hush-hush, some of these things. For instance, I used to do a lot of my clothes shopping from a place called Boohoo, very popular kind of fast fashion retail place online. I loved their clothes. Very flashy and dashy. I've got a lot of things from Boohoo still. And then during the pandemic, I found out that the people who make the clothes are not only right around the corner from me, which is astonishing. They were also being kept in like sweatshop like conditions in this country. In England, well, nothing like that could happen in England. But yeah, and this is especially pressing because it was during the height of the pandemic when there was no vaccine or anything, and everyone was just being kept in these stuffy fucking rooms, and they were all getting sick all the time, and they were all being forced to continue to work with no like leave pay or sick pay. And it's just, that's today. And in a developed country, like a first world country, we ain't shit, man. Like, dreadful stuff. Socialism is short for Southern California. Oh, I should go there. Alexis said, one poet at the chimney sweep time made a poem about how a child refused to tell his parents he was dying because of ash in his lungs and was doing a good thing in doing so. Like, are you saying that the child felt that it was good for them to do that? Or are you saying that the poet writing this was like, and the child did the right thing? Like, oof. It's pretty grim. It's called Boohoo because that's what you say when you find out who's making them. Yeah, it was pretty rotten. So I've got a lot of clothes from them, but when I found out about that shit, I was just like, nope, no more buying from them. You know what? I've got enough clothes as it is, for one thing. But yeah, if you can avoid where are my scissors gone? If you can avoid purchasing fast fashion, I suggest it. I know that's not an easy thing for everybody because, people need clothes, and sometimes they really can't afford things that are made ethically. Ethically made clothes are like so much more expensive than the normal shit that everyone's used to, because clothes are made by hand. I think a lot of people think that clothes just all come out of a machine, and certain aspects of some clothes are machine made, but clothes are made by hand generally, and that's labor that needs to be paid for. And so when you see ethically made clothes and you're like, man, this is expensive, it's like, yeah, it's because this is how much clothes should be. And we should be, maybe people should be paid more so they can afford the things that are made ethically. I don't know, it's just there's so many issues that kind of compound on each other. But yeah, it's kind of shocking because you think, what, the fucking t-shirts that are sold by the million bajillions that are made by hand. It's like, yes, a lot of them are. I saw a child dying because of ash in his lungs. I simply said, great. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that would have fixed it. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. It's not really falling. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, you do have to repeat this mantra in order to not hate yourself. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism, or at least it's really bloomin' hard for most people to be an ethical consumer. Like, it really is difficult for the average person to go out of their way and research shit and put some money aside and then only ever get particular things that are ethically done. I think I was saying this in a previous stream, but like, or it might have been a stream, but like chocolate, which I'm obviously a big fan of. Do you know that the chocolate industry, like the farming of chocolate, it's just riddled with slavery? Like, and I thought it was just like Nestle that was a bad company, one of the bad ones, and so I avoided Nestle chocolate for a long time. But then there was this, I think it was a class action lawsuit put against more or less every massive chocolate company there is, like including including the company that gives Cadbury its chocolate effectively, and other companies like Hershey's and Mars and everything. Like, they were all implicated in this thing. And I was like, oh, so all chocolate is basically involved in this to some degree or another. You think everyone's going to stop eating chocolate? I fucking don't think so. Like, not that it wouldn't be a good thing to do, but people are just going to not stop because people need that luxury in their life. Or at least we all feel that we do at this point. Maybe that will change. I usually get used clothes. I don't know how ethical that is. I think it's probably good. I only wear clothes I weave myself from silk I squeeze out of bugs with my own hands. Joe, you squeeze bugs? That's not ethical. I make 12 jokes a minute and almost one of them are good. I just woke up, lol. Apparently we're going to talk about capitalism now. I'm sorry, Lindsay. We were talking about politics, which is such a bad idea. Thankfully, I haven't had anyone come up to me and say that I'm a bitch or anything. I was really scared, and I was like, oh man, I shouldn't be talking about this. What I'm doing right now is I'm ironing the stars onto this dress. And we've not got that many left, so I'm just going to continue to do that. I've got this fabulous patch as well, if you can read it. If I'm holding it the right way up, it says what goes around comes around. Isn't it pretty? But it's not iron-on, so I need to stitch it on. And then the dress will be complete at some point. But I don't know, I might not have that much time. My boyfriend's out right now, and he might come home at some point, and I'd need to stop so he could like enjoy the living room. But yeah. So yeah, we were just talking about being an ethical consumer, which is practically impossible for most people because ethically made clothing is expensive compared to what you're used to paying for clothing. Like in the UK, do you have Primark in the US? We have Primark in the UK, and it's basically just a go-to place for most people to just grab whatever clothes they want at a very reasonable price. But I got a feeling that a lot of those clothes aren't made in the greatest of conditions. It's touted as being this lovely cheap place. I don't know. I probably shouldn't be chatting shit about companies if I don't fucking research them. That's Primark. Slavery. God. Just Google Primark slavery. Primark has. Why is Primark unethical? Primark is battling to save its reputation after more revelations of illegal labor practices and poor working conditions in its supply chain emerged in January. I'm not sure when this thing is from. When one of the Primark's user suppliers was found to be employing illegal workers and paying staff less than the minimum wage. Gross. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Huge fashion store Primark sacked through. Oh, this is from 2008, so I don't want to read anything that's from that long ago because it might not be relevant now. I don't know. Modern slavery is a zero tolerance issue at Primark. I don't know. Why is Primark so cheap? I shouldn't be trying to do research while I'm trying to do a live stream about ironing stars to a dress. Like, oh dear. I mean, all that chocolatey stuff is both funny and sad that they actually have it as a selling point. The fact slavery free, exactly, Joe. Like, it's very unnerving. And there's a chocolate company that I would bat for called Tony's Chocolonely. And their entire thing, if you Google them, you'll find that Tony's Chocolonely is about trying to create delicious chocolate without slavery being involved whatsoever. And they're bringing attention to the fact that slavery in the chocolate industry is very much a thing. Okay, great, right? If you go on Tony Chocolonely's like manifesto, like their public statement about themselves, they freely admit that even they themselves cannot guarantee that there is zero slavery involved in the chocolate that they make. Like, even they, like, this seems to be such a far stretching issue with like, it just seems like there isn't much in the way of surveying this kind of thing and making sure it doesn't happen. It's rough, man. I mean, what can you even say when a company which is doing apparently its damnedest to combat slavery in its industry has to admit that that there might be slavery involved? We don't know. We can't promise anything. And I suppose props to them for being honest about that. But it just goes to show the fucking issue that there is. It just seems to be really rampant. Good chocolate, though. Yum, yum. God. I feel like we're not having very many laughs in this live stream. I'm really sorry. My first live stream was much more upbeat. This is much more depressing. Got a friend in Hull who wants to go to Birmingham just for the massive Primark. Well, good for them. I mean, if you can take joy from the simple things in life, I suppose I shouldn't have too much to say about that. It's like it's a tourist destination. It's fairly sad, man. Oh, thank you for joining us, Space Groucho. Take care. I've got a way to get away from political talk. What inspires your art and animation style? That's such a good goddamn idea, Switch. Okay. What inspires my art style? Oh, boring answer incoming. Everything inspires my art style. Like, I like all sorts of things. Let's think. I don't know if there are things like visual style that I can really point to as an influence, because I just love bloomin' everything. But I really like careful and considered character animation. That's what really excites me. And I can't lie, it's a very basic answer, but the Disney Renaissance era films, the character acting, oh my god, Glen Keane, oh my god, like, yeesh, it's unbearable. There's a reason why people remember these movies, and I think it really is the character acting and the animation. I think they fall in love with these characters because of how wonderfully believable and varied they are. I always think of the Beast from Beauty and the Beast and how just what a challenge that character must have been to create something that has to be frightening, but can also have an enormous amount of heart and act out a lot of different feelings. And I love designs like that, which challenge you, which really do strike a lot of different chords and are capable of conveying a lot of different things. I should flip this dress over. I've got a feeling I've just been going crazy with putting stars on the front half of this. Here's the dress right now. I haven't shown people the dress in a while. We've just been yabbering on. I should turn it around and do some on the other side now. I watched a really cool movie the other day, which is really difficult to come across online, but I did find it, called Son of the White Mare, which is, I believe, a Hungarian animation from the 80s. And it's absolutely psychedelic and wild and problematic in some parts, but a very, very gorgeous piece of animation. So look it up. The Son of the White Mare. Mare. It's a very, very cool and hypnotic and wild story. It's kind of got a lot of, it's got a kind of mythical quality to it. It feels like it's about gods and stuff. So yeah, I would check that out. Thank you guys. That means a lot to me. I can see how you're inspired by everything, because your art style is pretty distinct. Like how many things build the whole. I think I could pick out what is yours from like that. Oh, that's very sweet of you, Penultimate, because like I'm one of those artists that feels very paranoid that I don't have a distinctive style, or that I haven't really settled on anything in particular. Like I worry that I was kind of worried when I was doing Scarborough Fair that while being influenced by things like Disney and that, my work would look too Disney-ish. Like I want to create amazing motion, but stylistic, like in terms of how I draw a character, in terms of that's kind of visual style, I don't want it to look like a Disney, you know, the great big eyes and stuff. Like great big eyes are very appealing, but you know, I especially feel like Disney movies in recent years look very, very samey. I'm sure the movies are great. I'm sure the movies individually are great. I did enjoy Tangled when I watched it, but like, yeah, sometimes I feel like these characters, especially in the 3D character designs, I don't know what it is, but I think there's something they're not capturing that the 2D animation got. That is probably just my bias talking. I really prefer to see. I don't think I prefer 2D animation on the whole. I think that there's just a lot of 3D animation which stylistically is just kind of lazy and it all looks like each other. There are like loads of kind of 3D-ish movies which push the boundaries, and especially more recently, studios are starting to be a little bit more adventurous with their styles. Like, so you've obviously got the Into the Spider-Verse movie, which is 3D and has elements of 2D in it. Gorgeous movie, gorgeous, not generic looking at all. But you've also got things that really push themselves stylistically, like these recent adaptations. Like there was a Peanuts adaptation with Charlie Brown and Snoopy and that looked really beautiful. And what else have we got? Klaus, that Christmas Netflix movie that came out a couple of years ago, which isn't strictly 3D, it's actually 2D, but they just kind of made it look 3D. It's gorgeous. Please check out Klaus. 'Tis the season approaching. That was a great movie. And The Thingies versus the Machines. What was that? What was that movie that came out this summer? The Somethings versus. It was a family versus like evil social media bots or something. That was really good. I'm spinning this. I need to stop fiddling. It's sharp. It's all sharp and pointy. I'll spike myself if I'm not careful. There we go. But yeah, so 3D animation can be very gorgeous. And obviously do things that in 2D animation would be incredibly painstaking or annoying or just straight up impossible. So I'm not saying boo to 3D animation. I'm just saying if you're going to, whatever medium you're using, please be daring. Please be creative and push the boat out so that I don't have to look at the same shit for a decade. Do you know what I mean? I want to see lots of different things happening. And in a way, I can't really blame Disney sometimes for their 3D style and for how similar it all looks, in my humble opinion. Because at the end of the day, if loads of people go and see your movie and they continue to see this thing over and over, they just can't get enough of it, well, yeah, they're going to do the thing that makes the money. Like, this is a business. It's just, I just find it kind of cowardly of a company like Disney to not push the boat out. But saying that, they did try pushing the boat out in the late 90s and early noughties. They made a lot of visually distinct animated movies. And I don't think the reason... They made a lot of visually distinct animated movies. So like Hercules and Tarzan and The Emperor's New Groove and Treasure Planet and God, what else? There were loads of different things. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like they were really trying new stuff. And these movies just started doing worse and worse. Oh, Mulan was obviously a really gorgeous movie, but like that was very visually distinctive. But like it wasn't at the height of the Disney Renaissance. Like these movies just started doing worse and worse and worse at the box office. So it's not really surprising that Disney would be pretty terrified of trying new stuff, visually speaking, when doing the same crap. I shouldn't say crap. Doing the same kind of style over and over keeps bringing in the cash. Like, what are you going to do? We've got 100 million billion people to pay. Like, yeah. So, yeah. You're just mad that styles are different. I mean, that probably is an element. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, for sure, Switch. Like, I don't want to pretend like I'm not nostalgic. Of course I'm nostalgic. And of course it's going to color the way I think about things. I guess I kind of course I have a bias towards 2D animation because I'm a 2D animator. I think a reason why I do like 2D animation, on the whole, more than 3D animation, is that everybody in the world understands what a drawing is and understands how to make a drawing, how to put a pencil onto something, paper or not, and make a drawing. And the fact that that is what 2D animation is, it's just drawings. It's just drawings, baby. That has a kind of magic to it that I think 3D animation has trouble kind of conjuring. It is, I'm not saying 3D animation isn't gorgeous, and it's certainly hard work, and it's animation, it's painstaking stuff. But stylistically, in my opinion, there's something about the knowledge that 2D animation is drawings and that people just made it like you could draw anything at home, that it kind of makes an audience, if they have the knowledge of this, like go, wow, oh my God, someone drew all this. That's my opinion. I just feel that way about 2D animation. It's very personal. Not trying to convince anybody of anything. It's just how I feel, man. I want to see more stop motion animation. Stop motion is amazing. Oh God, the pain that goes into stop motion animation. Colossus Fun didn't expect Spanish director to feature Sami people. Yeah, it was a gorgeous movie, I think. Give me that clay. I mean, Disney is absolutely corporate. It would be awesome if they didn't for 2D because they do sprite animation. Well, I suppose that would be useful. Kelsey Brew got killed by Mickey Mouse in the middle of that sentence. I think you're probably right. Didn't have all their animators doing this crazy crunch, making the same England makers. I mean, that's another thing, isn't it? I wouldn't want to work for any company that treated their employees that way. My writing is definitely my own weird thing. After all, who else would make a superhero series about nerds standing up to bullies? And the main character is a 6'6" cat girl. I don't think that's ever been done before. Sounds good to me. I love the animation in Rats of Nim. Rats of Nim. Let's look it up. Nim. Oh, I have yet to watch. I've yet to watch that. The Secret of Nim. Yeah, that's a classic. I need to watch. Don Bluth, absolute madman. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Please correct me if I'm thinking of something else. Andrea, hi, watching you from Italy and always been a fan of you. Thank you, Andrea. That's very kind of you. I'm currently just ironing on little stars. I should probably continue doing that instead of rabbiting on about inflammatory animation topics, because everyone will start hating me. I'll be hated across the land. I don't want that. I want to be liked across the land. I want to be yearned for, desired. What am I saying? I'm going to put this here. Right. What else are y'all saying? Da, 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 da. 3D will find its way. 2D has well over half a decade of a head start. I look forward to where it will go. You're correct. I think it's getting there now. I think as it was such new, unwieldy technology, might have been difficult to be kind of stylistically progressive in the first decade or so. So yeah, I don't want to poo-poo 3D animation in the slightest. It's hard damn work, and it can be gorgeous work, and it can tell amazing stories. You know, some of my favorite animated movies are the Kung Fu Panda movies. I've not seen the third one, but the first two are just mwah. Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2. Don't even try to fucking tell me those movies are bad. I'm just changing the music. Sorry, just a second. I'll be right back. So yeah, I don't want to look like some kind of 2D supremacist. It can be amazing. It's just a medium. It shouldn't define everything about the story that you're telling. Writing is even more important than if you're making a movie. I think writing is the most important thing. I mean, stylistically, you can do all sorts of things and be hugely influential, but I'm not really going to enjoy your movie as much as I could if you've got rubbish writing. The Kung Fu Panda movies 1 and 2, so good. I'm only saying 1 and 2 because I've not seen the third one. Don Bluth animations are their own class of incredible. They're so intense. There's a kind of hideousness to Don Bluth animations, which I love. Those characters, the characters he creates, can be very cute, but they can also be really kind of ugly and squelchy and stuff. And like, I like that kind of pushing things in that direction of like not keeping things so cute and family friendly all the time. I love it. Quality has come a long way. Sid from Toy Story 1 scares me more than when I was a child because of quality advance. I know, like, the quality in the first Toy Story movie is not something we should take the piss out of, because when that movie came out, oh my god, people lost their minds looking at Toy Story. They were like, this is just incredible. And it is. And the reason why Toy Story is incredible is because the writing is so good. The writing is just, god, it's hilarious. That still might be their funniest movie. Pixar's, I mean. I don't know. Maybe that really is nostalgia clouding my judgment. But it's difficult to kind of argue that when you've got Tom Hanks, of all people, yelling his head off, like, and being really aggressive in a way that you don't associate with Tom Hanks. What a class of performance. And what's his chops? Not Tim Robbins. What's his name? Who is Buzz Lightyear? Who isn't Chris Evans? Buzz Lightyear. Tim Allen. That's it. Tim Allen, who is not a great guy, but who really, really was good at being Buzz Lightyear. And now Chris Evans is Buzz Lightyear. Great performances. So you can still watch that film, which is hideous in many ways, but just so entertaining. Such a good movie. Really daring as well, because the protagonist of that movie is quite a jerk throughout most of it. It's a very challenging watch if you're young. Kung Fu Panda 2 was by the writer of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which I think makes a lot of sense. Wow, are you serious? That's crazy. I would not have connected those two. Although it's a kind of memory thing, isn't it? Poe is trying to remember a particular thing in his past. That's connected. Also making a Patreon because I want to pay people to help voice the short stories I can make. Ooh, check out Switch's thing. They're doing a thing. Mr. said, sorry I went away from keyboard for a bit. I had coffee and breakfast. Please don't worry. This is about as low stakes as it gets. Don't worry about it. We're just chilling out. I'm just ironing that. I just peeled this off. You're supposed to stay on your flipping thing. It's going great. It's going great here. Really like Jack Stauber and Leather Kiss. Oh, sorry, I keep knocking the mic with my iron. Oh, yeah, that's why I recognize Jack Stauber's name, because he does those animations. Everyone check out Jack Stauber, Stauber. Just really out there stuff, really creative. Lots of different styles as well, in my opinion, which is really cool. The audiobook idea is specifically because of my nuns. Oh, that's really sweet, Switch. I love it when you all talk to each other. I love it when you all just make friends and disagree. No, when you all make friends. Auntie Imogen is going to continue doing this mindless thing. I should probably check. And see if my boyfriend's coming home, because I don't want him to have to come home to this mess in the middle of the living room. Probably won't be best impressed by that. No signs yet. Just putting some stars on the arms. La chic. La fric, c'est chic. I'm off to get drunk and celebrate a friend's birthday. Take care and stay excellent, y'all. Thank you for joining us, Penultima. Always a pleasure. Do we have a Discord? No, there is no Discord. I don't have a Discord for me. I think that would be kind of wild. I'm not active enough to have a Discord. Assuming you are just talking about an Ice Copy Discord. Maybe you're not. Maybe I'm being very self-involved right now. Sorry if that's the case. No, I'm not active enough to warrant having an active community. Like, after I do this stream and finish off, I probably won't be live streaming again for quite a while, because I've got too much to do. I just wanted to do a special thing for a little bit. I'm nearly out of stars, guys. I've got like 7 left. Woo! Exciting. Although I suppose, even if you're not that active, it's useful to have a base, because if people are on Discord and you have an update, they get a little notification saying, hey, this girl is actually doing something. Imagine that. And it goes boop boop or whatever. Imagine your chat starting a Discord without you. What a snub. Oh, well, I mean, I don't mind that at all. As long as you're not rude about me. I don't know. That was what I was talking about. I want to share my art to show you. Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, like, I mean, I'm on Twitter, so, like, just at me your pictures. I'd love to see your work. I think that's really nice. You're influenced by me. Gosh, that's really sweet. Because you would have 100 people and they're bugging you to stream more. Exactly. Look, if I ever get my life straightened out and I can live stream more often, trust me, I will, because I really like doing this. It's so relaxing. It's probably good for me too, because I just don't get out very much. I want to get out more. But at times you just can't get out much, the weather, the global pandemic, anything could be happening. So it's good to be able to do something like this, because I know I'm alone in this room, but I am discussing and conversing and communicating and getting that flowing, especially like physically. I think it's good for your brain. I think it's good for you to do that. If you can't do it physically with people in the physical space, then doing it like this is good. And I do kind of prefer doing this to even just chatting in private messages with people. It feels more like I'm exercising myself. Do you know what I mean? It feels way more pleasant, way better for my spirit to actually stand up, try and host something, go off about all sorts of topics for hours. It's nice. And learn things. Might even get in trouble if I say stupid shit. But, it's more. It could be more interesting than talking to people you're very comfy with and just saying the same shit you've said to them over and over again, and they say the same shit to you over and over again. I'm not trying to be a bitch or anything. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm just talking about getting outside of my comfort zone, and learning new people's perspectives, challenging myself a little bit more, and just feeling more like I'm spending time with new people. Do you know what I mean? I think everybody should try this if they can. An ice coffee Discord would be great. I can know when things are happening. Maybe I should make one. If people really care about that, then I'll make one. I don't know how to make a Discord, but I'll find out. I do like these little pop-up streams to treat. Oh, thank you, Kelsey Brew. That's very sweet of you. Lindsay is off. Have a great day, Lindsay. Thank you for joining us. Joe said, I know I'm alone in this room. It's a great way to attract a ghost. I know I'm alone in this room. Imagine getting cancelled for your ironing stream. Well, I mean, I was being very political earlier, to the point where I'm like, I don't know if I want to leave this up. Like, I'm scared. Like, my incredibly mild takes are going to be contentious and scary and like, oh, I thought better of you. But you never know who's subscribed to you and who's going to be a grouch to you for thinking that, like, trans people deserve rights or whatever, like, whatever very mild thing you believe. I thought better of you. Fuck off. Like, crazy. Sued by Primark. Exactly. Well, you don't want to say something like, I think Primark does slavery, if you don't actually know what you're talking about. You haven't actually researched it. It's just an easy kind of sweeping statement to make that fast fashion probably is very unethical, but you can't make more specific accusations than that. So I really should be more cautious and investigate things before I open my trap. Do you know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. I think you get it. Is this how many stars we have left? No. Let me try and apply these stars really tastefully, like really nicely. I'm gonna hold up this dress. Look how lovely it is! Oh my gosh. I'll just like this at the front. Yeah. Looking pretty good, guys. Looking pretty good, don't you think? I might get more just general patches to put around, just because it could be a little bit more filled out. Could get like a whole other sheet of stars and put them on just to kind of pad it out a little bit more. Oh, thank you, Joe. That's kind of you to say. We should all thank my mummy for... my mummy, I'm so British, for for putting this dress together. She is very good. Da, 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 da. Does Miss Frizzle say you gon' learn, boy? Is that something Miss Frizzle says on a regular basis? I don't recall that. She says something like, make mistakes, get messy, learn shit. I wrote it. I wrote it in the description of this video. She's a very positive person. We could all learn from her. We could all be better, couldn't we? I'll put this up at the top. Oh, bring the disco fever. I love it. Oh, bring the ironing board this way so I don't burn anything that I shouldn't be burning. I'm still at it, guys. Still at it. You ever move your bed across the room? I don't know what that has to do with it. I'll learn you something. She says, I'll learn you something, you little dick. Just imagine some nightmarish episode of the Magic School Bus that everybody seems to remember, but isn't listed on any official episode listings at all, where Miss Frizzle is just an awful woman to all of her students. Just really frightening, paranormal shit. She also said, let's get learned up. I'm going to be careful not to read this while ironing or I'll burn my fingers off. Miss Frizzle, who famously says, shut the fuck up and open your textbooks, you little shits. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of all of you. I'm tired of this fucking job. Every goddamn day I drive the same goddamn bus into the same fucking volcano. I've had it up to here. With mistakes. With mess. Bad episode. Thumbs down. I think I put a bunch of stars on one sleeve and then neglected the other. It's just peeled off again, for goodness sake. I neglected the other one. Oh, no, I'm wrong. I was balancing them out. Let's continue that. Dearie me. Get on there. She drinks a gallon of pickle juice to replenish her electrolytes because of estrogen supplements. That leaf necklace is so Mother Nature. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I felt autumnal. Do you know what else I'm wearing today? Orange trousers. That's right. Really getting into it. Feeling kind of retro. In fact, I'll just bring the camera down for a second so you can see my amazing outfit. So yeah. The shoes and the socks don't really go. Actually, the socks are pretty good. The socks are pretty good. But the shoes don't go because they're pink. Take the shoes off. Amazing socks. Treasured socks that I've had for a long time. I was wearing these socks when I went to hospital once. I was taken in an ambulance to hospital. I had to stay there for a week. I'm okay, don't worry. But like I have this very strong memory of looking at these amazing socks and going like, wow, this is really happening to me. So yeah, a good time. A good time was had by no one. Move this up. Yeah, anyway, this necklace, yeah, it goes with this earring. Lovely. And I did have another one that matched this, but I lost it. Oh, embarrassing. But I instead wear this one to go with it. It's good enough. Kind of wintry and autumnal things. That's the kind of year we're at now. The kind of year. That's the time of year we're at now. So, yeah, let's get to it. Miss Frizzle fills a bus with dynamite and drives off a cliff. The show ends. I'm assuming it would blow up as it was flying off the cliff. Wouldn't that be amazing? That would be pretty amazing. You'd have to time it really carefully for that to work, though. Keep dropping my stars, guys. Pretty embarrassing. Oh, I've got more stars over here. I thought I was nearly out of blue stars, but I just dropped them. Ha! It just goes on and on. Oh, I need to focus and stop blathering, but you guys are very entertaining, and I do like talking to you. No regrets. Miss Frizzle says, no regrets. That's what Miss Frizzle says, YOLO, and she fucking drives her pupils off the cliff. Scientists may never know why European accents are so charming. European accents? That'll always remind me of like when X-Men 2 came out and everyone was falling over themselves over Nightcrawler. This lovely accent. Alan Cumming? I think that's who played him. Ah, gorgeous voice. The longest time I thought her accent was Australian. I feel so stupid for that. She's just American, right? I think she's just a jaunty and jovial American lass, unless I'm very much mistaken. I wish I could do her voice. I don't think I can. This happened in the Italian job. Depi has a voice, Miss Frizzle, as a female Michael Caine. Joe, you're a visionary. You're so right. You're so right. Imagine the Dark Knight trilogy with Miss Frizzle helping Christian Bale instead of Michael Caine. It's like looking in a mirror. It's no difference. Can you spot the difference? You can't. Mm-hmm. This is going to be dazzling. Absolutely dazzling. I won't. Should I stitch this on stream? That might take a while. Gosh, it's getting on for 5 o'clock. I would have done this so much more quickly if I wasn't hanging out with such lovely people. Haha. She probably is thinking something across the lines of whatever happens, happens while driving the bus. Oh! I thought your accent was Australian. Oh, me! Oh, okay! Oh, fair enough. No, very much British. Never been to Australia. But don't feel too bad. Don't feel too bad, mister, because I live in a particular city, and I've lived in a particular city my whole life. And I'm in my 30s now, and throughout my entire life, I still get people from the city that I'm from come up to me. Well, they don't come up to me. We'll be talking in advance, but they'll ask me where I'm from because my accent is kind of implaceable. I don't know why I sound like this. People just don't know why I sound like this at all. I'm from the East Midlands. I'll put it that way. That is the location of Britain that I live in. Yeah, people can't really discern my accent, and I can't either. I just make sounds and try and get by. I'm so tempted to turn the music up a bit. The Joker also has a magic school bus that helps him magically rob a bank. It's true! True! It is magic. I think I've turned this up too loud. It's too loud. What a magical shot that What's His Chops put together in The Dark Knight. The bus comes out, it just joins all the other buses, and the police go the wrong direction. It's very clever. It's very good. Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan, you clever little boy. That was such a good shot. Probably really expensive as well. Dun, 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 dun. I'm from the West Midlands. Sounds like it's time to go to Grr. We must fight because we are different. Melbourne. You sound like the American half the time, British the other half. Really? You know what? My mother would say, well, you're watching too many American shows. Yeah, where's my scissors? There they are. You're listening to too many podcasts and watching too many video game boys. That's your problem, Imogen. And I would say you're probably right. I should probably cut it out. Oh God, it's full of stars. Okay. Oh no, the moon is peeling. I have to re-iron the moon. This is very nerve-wracking. Is the music too much? Let me know if you want me to turn it down. I just need more sound. I need more sound than just my prattling. Do you know what I mean? You probably need more sound than my prattling too. I'm not much of a Whovian. I can't tell the difference between an English and an Aussie accent. But some people do have problems being distinct between them. Blues Brothers, unless this music is part of the Blues Brothers soundtrack, I would say no. I'm listening to a Breakbot mix. Breakbot being an amazing Parisian DJ. This is not his music, he's just mixing it. If you YouTube search Breakbot Circle, CERCLE, you'll find the mix that I'm currently listening to. It's, oh my God, it's a corker, it is. If your mum says American shows and not American television programs, she's on thin ice. Don't re-iron the moon, blow up the moon. I'm trying to do this very professionally. Look, the moon, it's just come off. I'm gonna have to do this again. Hope this doesn't happen to the other patches, otherwise I'll have to do the whole thing again. That would be really annoying. Let's try it again. Maybe I have to re-stitch it. Dancing shoes on. Let's make this nice and flat. Ironing action music. You know this is the only kind of music you can listen to while ironing. Enthusiastic, action-packed, motivational, just upbeat all around. Just press. Oh, dear. Oh God, a sex education episode of the Magic School Bus. No. Painful. I'm not gonna entertain that. I'm not gonna entertain that idea for any longer. Oh my God. In fact, I'd be very surprised if there wasn't some kind of parody thing, some kind of parody animation about a sex education thing from Miss Frizzle and the Magic School Bus. That's just a pretty bad idea, though. I'm nearly done with the stars. I've only got like 3 left. I've got to place them very carefully. Oh, I think the mix is coming to an end, so I need to change the music. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I'm wrong. Something else is happening now. You know, I was very lucky. We didn't really have much of a sex education in primary school, which is from when you are age like 5 to 10, 11. But in secondary school, and this was about 15, 16 years ago for me, we actually had a decent, for the time, sex education. And I went to an all-girls school, and we had multiple lessons about sex. And we did have a lesson where we were in the science labs, and all of us were given a condom, and we were all given boiler tubes. Test tubes? I think they were the bigger test tubes. I think they're called boiling tubes or something. And we all had to put them on. It was very funny. And the teacher had a good sense of humor about it, because I mean, you have to, or like for goodness sake, have a good sense of humor about it. And we had other lessons about other things as well, like some really serious stuff that didn't really go into my head. I was just like, oh my God, I don't need to know about this because I'm never going to have sex. No one's ever going to have sex with me. So why am I learning about this? That's kind of how I felt about sex education for a long time. I was like, this is useless. No one's going to fuck me. But you know, you got to learn this stuff. This is looking so good. I'm going to turn the music down just a bit. Oh gosh, the bass just leapt up, really leapt up. But yeah, I hear that sex education is generally not even that good today in a lot of places. So I should be grateful, I suppose, for what I got. All I think about, sucking down, touching you with so much emotion, that is some devotion to you. Everybody listen to Devotion by Breakbot. It's such a great track. I went to Catholic school, so zero sex education whatsoever. I'm sorry, Joe. It's rough. Pretty rough stuff. You learn the hard way where chicken eggs come from. They come from chickens. Nothing hard about that. Oh God, imagine a magic. There is a magic school bus remake now. I wonder what it's like. But I was thinking like a kind of a gritty fucking post 9/11 magic school bus where things are really like school of hard knocks, and nothing ever comes easy in this fucking bus. What am I saying? But like they learn about really like difficult to tackle topics, and you know, it's just a whole different experience. I can imagine some terrible pitch or something like that. Is there an episode about salmon spawning? I mean, if you explain things in a really clinical way, and you're just like, and then the animal does this, and that's just the thing they do, and then this happened. Like, none of this shit has to be traumatizing to a child whatsoever. It doesn't have to be scary. If you're an adult and you don't freak out when you're talking about it, you just talk about it like it's a normal thing and it's okay. I think kids on the whole are generally kind of chill, and they'll go, oh, okay, and just kind of nod along. Today, Miss Frizzle talks about erectile dysfunction. I don't think erectile dysfunction is something that children would have to worry about. I think that's literally an old, like a different kind of issue. I don't think that's a subject that needs to be tackled. Okay, I've put on all the stars. So the question is, should I go the extra mile and sew this patch on right now, and just stream myself sewing on the patch? Or should I just say fuck it and just put the dress on? Let's see if I can find a place for this patch first of all. Just changing the music around. Be right back. I'll be right back. I'm just over here. Don't go away. I've not died. Here I am. Miss Frizzle says legalize it. I mean, most likely. I try something. Oh no! Well, I might not have seen that. Sorry, Kelsey Brew. I just read your comment about it. Yeah, that is quite challenging, actually. Well, blame teachers making me read every now and then. It's a stressful job. Oh yeah, it certainly can be. Put it on first. I could actually put this dress on and sew it on while I'm wearing it. In fact, that might make things easier. Maybe I should. I'll see. Where do I want to put this thing? Where do I want to put this? We need to put it in a space where there's lots of space to move around. So maybe here somewhere. Yeah, I think probably over here would be good. Front. Yeah, I think I'll put it on the back. Some light reading for the back of the dress. There was a classroom in my school over the teacher's lounge that always smelled like smoke. Doesn't mean anything either way. Just anything could have been happening in there. Not marijuana smoke, the other kind. Okay. Let's think. Okay. Several of my teacher friends are 100% using weed to cope with the stress, especially during. I don't blame them, man. I wouldn't even blame them at the best of times. Being a teacher is pretty hard, I hear. Human pincushion stream go. Yeah, let's do it. Right. Just gonna rearrange some shit so I can sit down while I do this. I guess I don't need the iron on anymore, so I can unplug that. Great. And I'll then take the iron away so I don't accidentally burn myself on it. You don't want to do that. And you want to put it in an area nice and free of anything important where it can cool down. Lovely. And I can then... I've got a chair right here. Just got to rearrange some stuff. I'm going to take the ironing board away. Not really necessary anymore. There's nothing in between us now. So dramatic. Okay. Oh, got to unpeel the star. Let's see. Oh, I've left a star over here or whatever. Forget about that. Okay. Well, I suppose I should put this thing on now. I will do. I could just put it on over my clothes. I'll take off my poncho. So, let's put on this cute dress. Let's put it on. Let's get it on. Yeah. Dive into it. Wait, which way am I going? I'm going this way. Oh, wait, it needs to be unbuttoned first. I need to unbutton it. Otherwise, it's bad. No, I haven't had lunch yet. It's like nearly 5 o'clock. I did wake up late today, but I've just been mucking around doing this all afternoon. I should probably feed myself pretty shortly, pretty soon. Ooh. still buttoned up. Let's not tear this thing apart by climbing into a dress that isn't unbuttoned, you know? You want to be very careful doing this sort of thing. There we go. Da, 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 da. Thank you. Yeah, I've had this for years and years. You can tell because this is nearly coming apart. I need to restitch it. It would only take 2 seconds. But I'm so lazy. Right. And now we can button this up. Oh, I look good already. Incredible. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just don't, if I'm feeling really, really sexy, I just don't even button it up all the way. I just put an amazing bra on underneath. Right. I look incredible. Wonderful. I wonder if I can adjust the lighting or something. Very nice. Very cute. Let's get the chair out of the way. Pan this down. Here we are. Oh, yes. Oh, lovely. Oh, yes. I like this quite a lot. Ignore my orange trousers. Yep. Liking that a lot. And yep, that's on the back as well. Nice thing. Yep. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. I think I'm on to a winner here. Yeah, where'd that patch end up? Oh, that patch ended up there. It looks kind of clunky, but never mind. Never mind. It's all right. It's just fine. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. That's really sweet. I feel really good about this. I feel really rather good about it. I'm just trying to adjust the lighting so that I look really nice. I don't think there's any hope. I don't think there's any hope at all. Oh yeah, over here. Over here. Just let the light fill my face a little bit better. Okay. Okay. So if I grab my sewing stuff, which is just here, then we'll just sew on this patch and then we'll be bloody done. We'll be done, we will. Okay, where did I want it? Oh wait, did I want it on the back? I wanted it on the back. Oh, I'm a real ninny. Maybe I shouldn't be wearing this to sew it onto the back. Oh, I'm silly. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Don't think I can get my face in here any better than that. Okay, so that patch just about there, probably. It just looks like I'm showing off my butt now. Like I'm just trying to figure out where to put this thing. But I should have used pins. I should have pinned it onto myself. I'm a twit. I'm just such a twit. I don't want to get out of it though. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll just get out of it. Maybe that would just be wiser. Let's just be wise. I'll finish this off with wisdom, as Miss Frizzle would support. She supports wisdom, and yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do things. Sorry, I'm being a coward. I promised I wouldn't be a coward, but I'm being a coward. Definitely don't say it where you can't see it. Yeah, you're so right. Look at all this emptiness. We could definitely do with a nice hearty patch right here. So that's where I'm going to put it. And I can use, what thread can I use? This is my little box of tat. Oh heck, I forgot this patch. I ironed it on last time, but then it peeled off. I'll deal with it another time. Worry not, worry not. What's this? Does anybody know what this is? Weird, probably not important. What shall I use? Okay, this color's not too dissimilar. This will work just fine. This will work just fine. Gonna finish this off real good. Real good. Nice long thread. And then you tie a knot. I can't believe I'm actually sewing on stream. I didn't really foresee this. Let's do a double. and then you tie it like that. A nice thick knot. You see that? Nice and thick. You can't knock that knot over with a pail of water. And then you get your pincushion, your actual pincushion, and you find a needle, as in pins and needles, and then you thread. This is a hyper stream on fucking YouTube right now. Just me threading away. And then we make sure that patch is the right way up in a decent position. Likely, yeah, I think that's probably good. And then I start by just needling the back of it. We're not putting it through the dress yet because I just want to get that knot behind there, and then lift that up, and then into the dress itself. Out the other side. Yes. Oh, I'm going to have to be stretching my arms around a lot to do this. And then back in. Oh, and out again. There we go. I'm not doing a very graceful job of this, but never mind. Let's see how quickly we can get this done. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take my eyes off this quite as much as I could take my eyes off the ironing. I think any stream where someone is doing something crafty is best. Sewing, baking, drawing. It's rare to watch someone who are that handy. I mean, I wish I was handier. I just kind of give things a stab. I'm not really a master of anything. I'll just give things a go. But it does surprise me when I've talked to people in my life who don't even know how to sew on a button, which is a really essential skill. And it's like, no offense if you don't know how to sew on a button, but you do just tie a knot in a piece of string, put it in a needle, and then do this a bit. And that's all it takes. It's a really useful skill to have. And it's why when you buy a new shirt or a jacket, you get a little patch with some little buttons in there, you know? Because I think that's cute. Like, the place that's selling your clothes has every faith in you that you know how to do this thing. And it's easy. You can do it. You can. Yes, you can. You can darn a button. I don't even know if darning is the phrase. You can hem a button. You can do it. You can cross stitch that button all night, baby. You can do it. I believe in you. You go, girl. Oh, take care, Joe. Have a good one. Thank you for joining us with your jokes. They were good jokes. They were quality jokes. So this will probably take 10 minutes, maybe more. If I'm making a real mess of it. I'm not doing it very gracefully. If I was concentrating harder, I could do a better job. But let's face it, it's just fine. This is low stakes stuff, and I should probably chill out and just crack on with it. Just crack on with it. At least I've put the dress on at least once in this stream. So even if I make a mess of this, at least the dress, it got on me. It got on me and it looked good. I asked this earlier, but people might have joined since I asked it last. Is anybody going to a Halloween thing tonight? Does anybody have an amazing outfit they're going to wear? Just tell me. Just inform me. I want to know. Threading the needle is the hardest part. My fingers are clumsy, except when holding a controller for some reason. It is difficult. And I would say that is the most skilled part, yes. Just being able to clock where the hole is and be able to very carefully nudge the thread through. That's difficult no matter how many times you've done it. It helps to have thread that has an end which isn't frayed and fuzzy. So if that's ever a problem, anyone listening, if you just lick it and just kind of neaten it out, it'll kind of stick to itself and be a little less frayed, and it might get through the eye of the needle a bit better. This is thrilling stuff, I know. You guys doing anything exceptionally interesting right now? Sound off in the chat. I think the last time I was talking to this, I think Just Lindsay was doing some kind of dissertation or essay or something, and their cat sat on it. I like the idea of people just noodling away and doing their other life stuff while I do this. I'm staying home for a second year in a row on Halloween, and it hurts. Yeah, I'm not doing anything either. So don't feel too bad. I love parties. I love going to parties, and I wish I was going to one, but I don't know. I don't know that anyone I know is doing one. Isn't that kind of stupid? I should have just organized a party instead of everybody kind of looks at each other awkwardly and just doesn't do anything. Although, on the other hand, I am also in my 30s and British, and Halloween parties aren't like a huge part of British culture in the way I really feel they are in American culture. So it might feel kind of daft as the years go by to progressively continue trying to have Halloween parties. That's probably kind of miserable of me to say. I am pro party. I'm a party girl, but sometimes you have to think about what people would be really into and wonder if they're into the same things that you are. It can be difficult when you've got the feeling that they're not. I'm playing Minecraft. Oh, good work. Good stuff. No Halloweening for me this year, but last night I got very drunk and played Monster Camp for like 2 hours. I think it counts. I think that's more of a party than I'm going to have. So yeah, definitely counts. Playing Minecraft. Learning to paint very gingerly stuff now. Being put on blast for a button that has been in my pocket for a coat I haven't sewn on. Haha! If you're going to be put on blast by me, it has to be for something very important, like sewing. You can do it. It's as easy as anything. Look how easily I'm doing this. Can you hear like a crazy motor outside? It's really loud. Sketching some composition for watercolor and painting very slowly. Good work, Kelsey, bro. Oh, need to be careful. Need to be very, very careful. So do this. Okay. Really don't want to muck this up. It must be perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm going out for Halloween tomorrow for the first time in years. No plan, just getting together with friends and winging it. Good for you, mister. That sounds great. Need more spontaneity in our lives. If you're doing something spontaneous with good friends, likelihood is you're going to have a great time. So I hope you have a great time. Let's see. Applesauce Ambassador says, I'm cleaning my room. Currently making my bed. I don't think it can get much more exciting than this. Applesauce Ambassador, I think you're 100% right. The satisfaction of having a nice clean room. Oh, and having good clean bed sheets. Wow. Nothing can really replace that. When you get to lie down at the end of a long day and your linen is like fresh and comfy and crisp, not too crisp, but just comfortable and fresh and lovely. That is so good. The little things in life. you can be thankful for. Oop! Came out. Have to rethread it very carefully. This is the tricky part. There we go. Got it. About halfway through with this. Keep going. Keep going, Imogen. Keep going. So what streams would you like to see from me in the future? I did a lot of cooking streams. I really enjoyed those. Really enjoyed the baking streams. Especially because it's a real science project, it feels like. And at the end I get to eat. At the end of this I still need to make food. Mm-hmm. But if there's something else that you think would make for a good live stream, then do tell. Do tell, darlings. I just live to entertain you. I live on a busy street and it sounds like that at night when people rev their motors. I feel like they're drag racing with no evidence to prove that. I know, it makes you feel like you're losing your mind when people are doing that. It really is probably more like people are just being dickheads. I live close to my city centre now, and people really will just rev their engines and just zoom around when there's no one to impress, nothing happening. I mean, I suppose I'm walking down the street when they do it, but it's so small-brained of them. It's so stupid. Has anyone ever done that and somebody walking by gone, ooh, I hope they notice me. I bet they're really good at particular intimate activities. Ooh, it's not attractive. It's not attractive to be noisy and fast. It's not attractive to be fast. It's dangerous. That's not attractive. Mm-hmm. But then again, I don't drive. Maybe if I did drive, maybe I'd become a real road hog, an animal behind the wheel. Maybe I'd feel the grip of road rage and just be an absolute maniac like that, desperate to prove like some kind of that I'm kind of sexually proficient because I can make a lot of noise and zoom around, which is that's the general impression you get from people that choose to behave in this manner. Always liked art streams. I should do art streams more often. The last time I tried to do one on this channel, my connection was really dodgy and there was a massive lag between me placing my pen on my Cintiq and any marks happening. So it kind of ruined it. And I've been a bit spooked to do that stuff since. But, I should give it another stab. Just talking to chat would be a nice live stream, although I'm saying it because I love hearing your voice. Oh, Switch, thank you. Well, I have to say I do just like muddling along and chatting. I really do just like chatting. I've got this much left of the patch to stitch on, and then I'm going to call it a day. A day! And what a day it is. I'll put the dress on one more time and spin around, and then I'll eat something because I'm starving. I've been doing this for 3.5 hours and I've not had lunch. Crazy lady. Crazy. Nearly there, though. Nearly done. I've kind of made a pig's ear of this. The stitching isn't very elegant, but that's okay. Take chances, make mistakes, get messy. Haha. You know, I gotta live by that mantra if I'm gonna cosplay as this lady. I could probably cosplay as River Song, but the trouble is I just hated I liked the initial concept of her character, but it all became about her being like married to him and stuff, and just kind of off-putting. I like her and her actress, and there was a lot of fun there. But I loved the idea of two time traveling characters that are kind of going like that. That's really interesting, really fun and emotional and stuff. It's very soothing when you can just hang and listen to other people working and doing crafts, but I would actually love to watch some painting or drawing process. Oh god, that would really put me on the spot. I feel like I'd freeze up because like that's the thing I'm supposed to be good at. I'd better do really well in front of this live audience. But you're right. I should make more of an effort to do that. We're getting there. We're getting there. Just a minute or two longer, and this will be done. Just sewing in silence. It's just pleasant. Now I feel like everyone's relaxing. I can relax too. And people don't have to stay for the whole thing. People don't have to stay to the end. I'm sure they've got the gist. I probably won't leave this video public though. I'm making that decision now simply because I did go on such a tit-headed political rant. I mean, it wasn't a rant. I wasn't ranting, but like I just said a lot of things that I feel like if the wrong people see them, they're going to get very stuffy about it. I don't feel like dealing with that, especially. We'll just have our memories, won't we? We'll have our memories of this. Nearly done. Nearly finished with this patch. Nearly gone all the way around. And then I can do a nice knot. Put the dress back on. Do a little twirl. I'll even take off my orange trousers. How about that? Honestly, very valid. I'm glad you agree. I just don't want to deal with that. It's not like I'm ashamed of how I feel. It's just I'm not good at speaking about these things publicly. And I probably looked like a tit. And I don't think it helps to have something like that where I could probably come up with a better wording for what I mean if given the time. But when you're doing a live stream and you're not used to speaking out loud about these things, you just end up being like, I just have a lot of emotions, guys, and I just think we should all be nice to each other and fuck off if you disagree. And like, that's not exactly great political discourse. So let's leave it. I'll leave that to the professionals. I'll leave that to the people who know what they're doing. I'm glad you agree. Thank you for understanding. I appreciate you guys. Okay, put it through a few knots in there. Gonna put this needle back in my strawberry, and now I can. There we go. And there, you see, it's on. It stays on like anything. And now I can redress myself. I'm gonna take off my trousers now. Out of shot. Oh my gosh. Wow. Also, just not dealing with people being pissy about your views. Just like, why add emotional labor onto your schedule? Thank you, Kelsey Brew, for understanding as I take off my trousers. It's so true. Sometimes I'll get comments on those, on my, fuck it, why don't I just take off my top altogether? I don't need this on. Sometimes I get comments on my old Game Grumps animations that have JonTron in them. I put in the description of those videos that I'd given the proceeds from the ad revenue to charity, and I stated that I didn't agree with the things that John Jafari had said since in the years after I had animated those little cartoons. And I don't have a great deal of pissy comments, but I do get some Mardy comments now and then going, why can't you be cool with racism? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I guess I just can't be. Okay. Right. I'm just about done. Ooh, I've got some starry earrings. I should put those in, shouldn't I? That would be nice. I'll go and get my starry earrings. Be right back. Just look at this strawberry instead. Okay, I can't find my star earrings, but I found these moon earrings instead. They're very nice. They'll do. Okay. Take out these leaves. Autumn is over. It's time for the season of the moon. Yeah. And I should probably put my hair in a bun, because she has it in a bun, not like pinned up. It's nice that the moons face each other. Maybe I can just push this up a little bit further. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's all coming together. I can feel something stringy touching me and it's creeping me out. I'm just going to cut this bit of the hem because it's touching me and it's unnerving me. Cut it away. Oh, I don't want this as well. Just flossing with my own hem. Right. Oh Lord, she arrived. Yeah. Feeling good about this. Nice. I don't need to stand on a chair. Just angle this down, you silly girl. Yeah. Can I back this up so you can see me all at once? That would probably be ideal, wouldn't it? Da, 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 da. Let's step back. It's not far enough. And up so you can see my goddamn head. Okay. It's still... God. Jeez. How far back do we need to go? Okay. That's not too bad. You can just see my lighting now. Okay, here we go. Lovely. Oh yeah, I feel very good about this. Oh hell! Where's the belt? Where's that thing? I had it, and I had it on this chair, and it's over here. Here it is. Nearly forgot. This has to go around. I think Miss Frizzle has a purple belt. Ooh, I have something that would be so good. Just a second. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Where is it? Oh, tell me I've got it. Tell me it's around. Oh, I can't find it. It's bad. Dang it. Oh, I got it. I've got it. I so got it, you guys. I've got it so hard. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. You see all this? This all goes together. It's all gold. This is going to be very good. Very good. So this is a chain belt. I've worn it to kind of dress up as the personification of the European flag before. And this is going to do very nicely. I think you'll agree. You will agree. Education is my passion, and education is all about agreeing with me. You will fucking agree with this. There we go. Just loop that up there. Yes. Yes, I think so. I think very fucking much. And I love the moons, and if I had a full silver jewelry set, moons, yes. But for now, we've got a full golden thing. I'm using this as a mirror, which is a really bad idea. Get in the ear. Oh dear, this is not going the way I wanted it. Get in. It didn't go in. Okay, let's forget the earrings for a sec. I'll just put the necklace on. Oh dear. Well, that might be a cute idea, Switch. And that's what she'd do. She just... Miss Frizzle doesn't really care about symmetry that much. Whoa, I did that way too tight. I did that way too small. What's my problem? Have I, trapped myself in this necklace? Oh my god. Oh my god. Please? Oh. I was not meant to put it up that way. That was silly of me. Yeah. Stars in one ear. Moon in the other. Absolutely professional styling. Honestly. I'll unbutton one button because I'm feeling so risque and I want to get that necklace out. Ooh. Okay. Let's see if I can do this without even really thinking about it. Come on. Just stab yourself. Just stab yourself there. Stars. Moon. I mean, what would be great is if this was, of course, the sun. But we can't have everything, can we? So, okay. I feel pretty good about this. I feel pretty darn good. Let's just move this out of the way. Okay. Yeah. To the front of it. Kind of drama when it's to the side. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this outfit. And about myself in general, better than I have done in a while. Yes, I feel like I could actually take a. Oh god, look at the way it flows. Look at the way it flows round and round. That's so good. Oh god, can you guys see it? You guys need to see this. It's just so good. Like the edge of the material, the way it kind of flaps around and around is just like the best thing ever. If you're not the kind of person who puts on a skirt, I It's a shame because I feel like you're missing out. It's very good to be doing this. Whee! Woo! It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Oh my gosh. So I guess the stream is over. It's awesome fabric. I know. It is so good. Honestly, right now, who's watching Spilder? Oh, well, I'm glad that my joy brings you joy. Oh, thank you, Dimitri. Yeah, I'm feeling real good about this. So thank you so much, everybody, for sticking around and watching me put this thing together. Again, I should say, all credit to my mother for putting this dress together. I would never be able to do that. I would never be able to make a dress myself. But yeah, all of these patches I got on eBay and on Etsy especially, and I'm feeling really good about what's been achieved here. Thank you for sticking around and watching me do this. Yeah, I think I'll just finish off this last bit of chocolate shortbread because I'm really hungry and I haven't had lunch. Everyone wear a skirt at least once, at least in private, in your own space, and do it twirly-whirly. This is the thing. You don't have to do this stuff in public. You don't have to make it part of your life. Just get to know yourself, man. Very good. Very satisfying. Very dizzy. Very dizzy. Okay. I think I'm going to end the stream here because my partner will come home soon. And if he finds me twirling around in the middle of the messy, messy living room, he might be displeased. And I would not want that. So, thank you so much, guys. I will see you whenever I see you. Who knows when that might be. What else? I'm iScopy on Twitter, if you want to follow me on Twitter. On Instagram, I'm Imogens_cool_pics. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you'll see pictures of me there tomorrow looking like this. That's just about it. I've had a really great time putting this together, and I feel really pretty and nice. Okay. I'm going to hit end stream now. You'll take care and have a great day. Have a great Halloween. Have a safe Halloween too. Don't do anything too scary. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.